Okay, hello everybody. We just now went live. This is Jake McCune, joined here by Mike Kiesel, and we are
Alright.
back for another Monday of Legacy action out of Mox Boarding House Ballard.
Yep. 4 rounds legacy action.
Yes, we are very happy to have you guys here as you come in and join us. Welcome to the weekly wonderful world of Legacy Magic: The Gathering. It's been a wild ride. The format has been in a perpetual wild ride for a very long time now. Well, it feels like a very long time. Really, like a year, I guess.
At least like the last 3 or 4 months. Right? Have been crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. We have round one in progress, so I don't want to stall too much as we want to get down to
it's
the
getting
match.
started.
I believe, did we? Yeah, you got them.
Yeah,
down
we
at
got
the
'em.
table. Perfect. All right.
We should get them set up there in the.
Yeah, we got Will doing one thing. Okay, perfect. We got our timer started there.
Yep.
And then, yeah, we'll adjust these on the fly and take us down to the match. This is last week's info. Oops.
Yep. Travis is on the left. Oh, yeah. Oh, that hasn't been updated in forever.
Yeah, that was that. I like pulled up I pulled up an old one.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Anyways, so Travis.
Oberlaw.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Oberlaw on the left, and Patrick Daly on the right. And what is?
I think Travis is going to be on 4-color control.
Okay.
Like snow stuff, and I believe Patrick was going to be Ruby Storming.
Yeah, Patrick definitely wanted to show off Ruby Storm, and that is the reason that we have put him on camera round one. This is a very fun deck. I'm sure that's exactly what he's doing right now, as you see.
I don't know half the cards in this deck.
No, me neither.
I'll be honest.
The first time I discovered, so I knew there was a deck called Ruby Storm, but I didn't know anything I just knew it was Mono Red Storm.
Right.
And then one day at a Legacy Side event, I looked to my right, and my opponent was casting this weird spell where he was having to keep track of how many things, he was like, I have 3 bonus rounds. And I went, what? And then I saw that the literal card is called bonus round.
Right.
And yeah, it's just like a storm deck that goes off with duplicate copy stuff.
Do we have the card popper thing?
We should. Yes,
this one?
I think it's that one, yeah. Yeah, this looks like the newer one.
Yeah. That is not a word.
If not, we can actually get Patrick Daly himself to show us
Holy shit, I can't type.
the new one. Monday afternoon. Patrick Daly is evaluating.
This is not working.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Hold
fine.
on. I think it's a different one. We can get it in a second.
Yep.
I want to say it's this.
Oh.
Okay. Now let's try typing. Yes.
Let's see if I can just get away with that.
Ooh. Yeah, you can. Check it out. Bonus round.
All right, there we go.
So that is actually from I didn't realize from the BattleBot set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever player casts a short spell, that player copies it and may choose new targets through that copy.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So it just copies a bunch
affects
of things.
everybody, which is, I'm sure as it was intended for a kind of two-headed giant multiplayer set, it's very thematically in line with that set. But in one-to-one, it is very much just another spell duplication copy.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's great for this Ruby Storm deck because all this deck wants to do is put Ruby Medallion on the battlefield, which makes all red spells cheaper? One cheaper?
Your red
spells one cheaper to cast. Yeah. And then just makes a ton of mana and goes off with copying all of their spells, their mana making spells, and I think just ending in a storm kill of some sort.
Yeah, empty or grape shot.
Even grape shot, right?
Yeah.
At that point, you really can.
From one Thoughtseize.
Mess with them. Wow, this is definitely not the most Thoughtseizable hand, but
I mean, he's on a mulligan.
Yeah, it is. It is not the best hand for Patrick Daly either. So he will lose one wish, and he'll be able to He's not even playing up. Oh, he is playing up the pedal. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Saw him give the little finger flick there. Wasn't quite sure. Makes sense though.
Yeah.
Not much else to do in the deck. I think he just drew land, and he's keeping the rest face up as an opponent here. Yeah. Okay. Patrick literally just texted us in the casting thread. Yo, casters, I'm on Ruby bonus round storm.
Yeah.
Confirmation.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we do have the typical 4-color start of blue dual land into blue dual land.
Yep.
From Travis.
Oh, and he Inquisition too to take the other.
Yeah, he did. Oh, wow. So yeah, this is definitely looking like the DAC 4-color pile, right? Is this just like the 4-color pile
This is like
now?
the Stripe.
Yeah,
Stripe
this is the Stripe. Yeah. I definitely have seen this deck popping up more and more lately.
Steal the Lotus Petal. Steal the Lotus. No.
Come on. No fun. It's like basically like drawing a card.
Yeah.
But yeah, certainly Patrick's going to be priced into using that Lotus Petal the next turn or so.
Dak Faden, take up, draw 2, discard Punishing Fire, which is not great in the match, but is also your value engine here.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you can get it back with a Grove.
Great, so not truly discarding a card there is Travis.
Yeah. And I'm sure that he has a way or two to get that land back too.
Yeah.
I hear Red and 6 is
probably a 2-mana Planeswalker, perhaps.
Yeah. Not broken at all.
Oh my goodness. Card is everywhere right now. Yeah, a little too good to avoid playing for some of these decks. But when you have Underground Sea and Grove and Tropical in your deck,
yeah,
you can cast whatever you want.
Why not?
As long as your opponent lets you.
Snow-covered island.
Yeah, very nice. You never know. You always want to make him guess.
Yeah.
Is he playing Astrolabe? Does it matter? I don't know.
Ponder. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think I saw a Force of Will in that Ponder. Might be something he wants.
That'd be very decent. Yep, don't forget
Wasteland Bayou.
Yeah, just all of them.
Yeah, why not?
It's Red and 6 may cost 1 green and 1 red, but he's really here for everybody.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
He's all the colors,
except for those white mages out there.
Oh yeah, he's pretty bad for that. You're not wrong.
We're still trying to get a metagame count.
Yeah, we will have a metagame going.
Ended up with 38 players tonight. 38.
Damn.
Pretty good for Monday.
Yeah. We've been pushing back up into the 40s lately, and so 38 is.
There was 50 or something last week.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. It seemed like a little more packed than usual.
Yeah, a lot of
I don't even
faces
know.
I haven't seen ever, really. So
yeah,
it was good.
Maybe some folks traveling to Atlanta. Maybe some folks anticipating. We do have a Legacy Eternal Weekend trial coming up soon.
Maybe, maybe, Legacy is not dead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Maybe people like playing this format a lot.
Yeah.
It's very fun to actually play.
Maybe.
That's the one thing that the argument time after time is that it's just very fun. It's fun to show up and play Legacy and paper.
Oh, yeah.
It is sometimes not as fun to just, play other formats. Especially right now.
What other format might not be in the best place? I don't know
what
you're talking
about. Do you want to go more expensive or less expensive?
Yeah, I guess either of those.
Because either of those might count.
Oh, man.
We have a lot of Hogak and Modern and a lot of... Yeah, tell us about Vintage.
Oh, it was awful. Let me tell you, it was awful.
Oh, boy.
Speaking about Vintage...
Right.
Helm of Awakening. I was playing 3 Helm of Awakening on Friday at Vintage F&M.
What is this? Tell me a little bit. Oh, this is just the... this is the combo that... This is the card that combos with Graveyard Nullification.
Is that bonus round? I believe that is bonus round.
Yes, that is bonus round.
Okay. No,
that's
something else. I don't know what that is. That was a red card that I... All right, I'm going to actually have to pull up a Ruby Storm list.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. It might be a similar... Oh, it got Force of Will, no matter either way. Patrick clarifying.
Hazoret Undying Fury?
That was not a Hazoret. Oh, is that the one that lets him take an extra turn? But then he, loses? Hazoret's Undying Fury. We can get that going. Travis, meanwhile, is just really going to town with Dak Faden here.
Just doing his thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's been plussing for a long time, so Lord knows he's found
exactly
every card.
It is.
Every card that he wants. Okay, Hazoret's Undying Fury.
That's
very cool. Thank you, Raceland. Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. It's like a mini...
it's opportunity.
Yeah.
Sorcery opportunity.
Sorcery opportunity.
But you can, instead of just drawing cards, you get to...
Right, it's a little bit like that Storm card, but less busted.
Yeah.
The one that lets you storm off the top of your
Yeah.
library. Leovold here, though, kind of a mean one. Although
if you're playing Azeroth's Undying Fury,
right, you're actually probably good. Like Patrick's card deck, much less dependent on card draw than regular storm decks.
of course, he happens to draw
Exactly,
Metamorphose.
yeah. But it does still have things like I was about to say, Metamorphose, and that's not going to look particularly great here, as Patrick just discards some cards.
Yeah, because now Dak Faden's going up at him.
Yep. Yeah, that's not a great one. With the Leovold in play, that's a nasty combination.
Travis is still paying 2 for things that don't cost 2 anymore. Helm of Awakening is symmetrical.
Oh, okay.
That is the downside of Helm of Awakening.
Wow.
Is all generic spells, or all spells
All
cost
spells, one less.
one generic less.
Oh my goodness.
Both sides.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What vintage deck were you playing then?
So with Mystic Forge and the combination
Oh
of
my.
Foundry Inspector
Of course.
and Helm of Awakening
Of course.
and Sensei's Divining Top means you can draw your deck. Right?
That didn't take long for people to figure out.
No. And so instead of playing Sphere Resistance, now you're playing Defensive Grid.
Of course.
And then you win with Karn. Right?
Wow.
You put your Time Vault in the sideboard.
Wow. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Seems like some great magic. Oh goodness. Well, while Hogak is going crazy down in Modern and Mystic Forge or whatever it's called.
Hogak is also going crazy.
Oh
in
yeah,
Vintage.
you're probably not wrong, huh?
No, so the control deck of the format is Dredge now in Vintage because you get to play.
Sure. All
if
the free counter magic.
Mystic Forge, you're playing 8 force of wills, 4 force of vigors, 4 force of
negations. Yes.
4 mind break traps main, all of them.
Yes.
And
mental missteps.
And 4 Hogak. You can play mental missteps too.
Yeah. But yeah, just that's wow, that is crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, here we got a big Tarmogoyf beating in. Dak Faden going crazy.
Yep.
Leovold being Leovold.
Yeah, Patrick's just been on the back foot this entire game. There's not much to speak of here, but this wish maybe could change things up.
Yeah, the Mold of 5 was rough, or the Mold of 6 was rough, getting double Thoughtseize effectively.
Yeah.
With that.
Yeah, Inquisition's pretty good in this format. There's not too many greater than 4 3-mana spells that you always want to nab.
Yeah.
There's some that are definitely worth, Thoughtseize, but
yeah, Force to Spare was playable. They were playing like Sickening Shoal instead.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go fix that life pad. It's just slightly off.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Here, I got your headset here. All right. Yep, Patrick's deciding that is going to be enough for game 1. He's got better chances in game 2 going on the play and perhaps getting a better 7-card hand. One that would let him defeat his opponent as early as turn 1, I've heard. So this deck is capable of going off. St. Patrick decided to pack it in.
Yeah,
you probably saw, yeah. I mean, you were right there.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully we can see some action of this deck.
Yeah.
Game 2.
Indeed, yeah. I was just saying, Patrick has much better chances with a full grip and being on the play here.
Yeah.
Those sideboards for both players probably interact. Travis gets to bring out a lot of his dead cards. Presumably he has removal spells that aren't so great in his matchup.
Right. Presumably he has like maybe a couple more Thoughtseizes. I don't know if Surgical is necessarily good here.
Yeah, he might be thinking too. Like it's not like everyone has a Ruby Storm plan in their matchup.
Right. Like if Travis has like an Ancient Grudge or 2, that would be really good to bring in. And you wouldn't necessarily think that at first.
Right, yeah,
Like you're just like, oh, Storm. Okay, yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm never gonna, yeah.
Patrick's plan is clear. It was 4 red elemental blast, or 3 red elemental blasts. You just showed us.
Yeah,
so
that makes a lot of sense.
Makes sense.
Just trying to protect himself. quite good here. Blue Blast is very popular right now. I would be curious to see if one came in. Yeah, if there was one on the board.
Yeah, I'm guessing Travis has
one.
has a red blue blast. Yeah, like if there's an ancient grudge or anything like that, I don't know if he's playing any. That might be
Right.
be good.
That would be very heads up, yeah, because you definitely want to hit the medallion.
And the helm.
Yes, and the helm. Yeah. Yeah, multiple ways that Patrick. I mean, yeah, this deck really is just trying to like, as long as it sticks one of these effects that reduces mana cost, it is very powerful. But
Right.
that's the whole axis. Like, it's not that hard to get rid of these things in Legacy. It's not that hard to be prepared for
Right.
destroying a 2-mana artifact in Legacy. So yeah, that's why it's a less played
Yeah. Hello, GST.
fringe storm deck. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. I'm guessing Travis probably has like a force negation. Like maybe
Yep.
he probably
Yeah.
has some combination of either more discard or like
more
like
spell
another
counter
force
magic,
negation
yeah.
or something like that.
Perhaps, yeah. Yeah, Force of Negation really largely like, it's not like totally supplanting Spell Pierce, but it's like, it's working out for a lot of decks that where Spell
Right.
Pierce would otherwise be a little weaker, I guess.
I like maybe having one force negation main one on the board in a lot of the decks. I still like Spell Pierce a lot, though.
Right, yeah. It's still very good in a lot of the decks where you just want that extra 1 mana
Right.
counter magic. And it's just always going to be good against fast decks.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I played 4-color Delver last week, and
Right.
you know, I ended up winning game 2 versus Moonstomp because I had forced negation turn 1.
Yep.
Against their Chalice of the Void,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. So
And yeah,
definitely worth having that extra turn 0 interaction sometimes.
yeah. I really like forced negation and like the 4-color Delver. Like I was playing it over like the Thought Seizes that are in the board.
Wow. Okay.
It makes your mana a little bit better.
Totally.
And yeah, you're tapping out so often in the first returns.
Yeah. It does seem like having the extra ones, the extra forces in any of the Delver strategies is just such a nice thing to have that option. Patrick really thinking on this one. It's probably very close.
Or he's just doing some storm math.
True, yeah. I did see a bunch of spells and lands, so it seems like he might just be doing storm math. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Turn 1 helm. That's going to be it, though.
Helm pass.
Patrick hoping to...
Looks like he's set to do a lot of turn 2. There's a Rite of Flame.
Yeah.
I see
Metamorphose and a Past in Flames. Oh, and there's a Seething Song. Okay.
Okay, we might have something going here.
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely get this this 5 mana out from the Seething Song.
Can't quite turn 1 red and 6 with the Helm of Awakening. It doesn't reduce any colored mana, just
you have to be playing Mox Diamonds for that, which is pretty gross in and of its own.
I don't think Travis is playing any.
No.
Yeah. All right, getting out the Storm and red mana.
Here it comes. The red mana poker chip. Oh, come on. What's going on? We got it. Red mana 2.
2 mana.
All right. So 1 mana is going to Metamorphose. Up to 3. That's a good draw.
Lotus Petal Storm is 4.
Yep. That's 3 up to, up to 6 because
2 up to 6.
2 up to 6. Yeah.
Or 6 mana floating.
What do we got?
Past in Flames.
Okay. So that's going to go down and make 4 more. Yep. That's going to draw a card.
And go up 1.
Yep, and go up 1. Yeah, 1 mana Metamorphose, pretty good. 2 mana Seething Song, pretty good.
To 9 mana. So at this point, Storm is 6, 7, 8, I believe.
Yep. But it does look like he might have run out of gas here?
No, he has the Hazoret. He's just like...
Oh, okay.
He has the Hazoret.
He's trying to figure out if there's anything else he should do first, I guess.
Or which one he should do.
Yeah. What is this?
Is
that like a... What is that?
Yeah, this is... Is that Reforce the Soul, I think?
Oh. A lot of readers in Ruby Storm.
Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah, we can try to pull it up. Yeah, it is. It is.
Nope.
Yep, it's the wheel. It's the 5 mana wheel that Madness is for 2 mana. Thank you.
Yep.
Our meta report from Henry is in the house, so we'll have all our
Yeah.
sweet deck lists for you guys when we get a break. But for now, this is what's about to happen. Patrick Daly's putting Reforge the Soul on the stack. And I guess his bet here is that because he can't cast both of his spells, right? He's going down to 4 mana to cast this, 3 mana to cast this. So he'll probably draw.
He has 4 mana floating.
Yeah, so he'll draw something to do with the rest of that. This is brave, says Raceland. I agree. I think playing this deck is brave.
Brainstorm. Force check. Travis didn't have the force.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, and Patrick does have the pedal too, so yeah, he can play both of these spells, it seems. I would imagine.
The other one costs 6, but there's one left, so it's 5.
So he can. Yeah. So if this gets countered, he has exactly 5 mana to cast the other one.
Yeah. And then it's 4 spells that are all free.
Right.
Or for the top 4 cards are all free.
Yeah. Top 4 cards are all free if they're less than 5, which I'm sure his deck is built around. So yes. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
We're definitely seeing a lot more action out of this deck, at least.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, we got it.
No. Okay. He's gonna pitch, and now Patrick is. Yep. Here we go.
Nothing floating.
Nothing floating. All right. Here we go.
It's not over yet.
Oh, you shuffle your deck first. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like Mind's Desire.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You have to shuffle it first and then reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to shuffle it each time like Mind's
Desire. Right. Oh, I forgot about that.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Nothing too great there. Yeah, that's not going to do it.
Those you can't cast.
Nope. Past in Flames, but what are you going to do with that right now, huh? Yeah, it's not going to let him do much. Yeah,
nope.
That's tough. That's tough. I don't know what Patrick will do to come back from this.
Well, he has Past in Flames, and he has
yeah,
like the engine cards in the bin, and he has 2 helms in play, right?
Right.
So it's just like a couple land drops, or like a land drop and like a ritual.
Oh, we're good.
I mean, like all he needs actually is like Seething Song, right? If he rips Seething Song, he can ramp up to 5.
Okay, and then.
Well, no, he needs like 1 more mana on top of that, right?
Yeah.
Because he needs to flashback to Past in Flames.
Yeah.
And then he can Seething Song again.
Yeah.
And then cast something.
So then he needs he needs something to do with it, right?
Well, he has 2 action cards in the bin. He has the Reforge, right?
And you're right. Okay, I forgot Reforge. Yeah, you're right. Flashback. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So.
Oh, jeez.
So Seething Song is like 1 mana short.
Yeah.
Well, no, the flashback on Past in Flames is reduced, right?
That's what I'm actually curious about. If the flashback cost is reduced by the help.
I don't remember.
Right, because it is an alternate casting cost, but I don't know if it counts towards what help discounts, if that makes sense. All mana cost.
Yeah, okay, so Seething Song off the top is all he needs.
All right. That's action, for sure. Travis, and it's not like Travis' deck is going to kill especially fast. So, I like that. Sandbag the lab. Travis waste the IOK on nothing.
Yeah, Patrick could have played out that land. It was turn 2, but he just decided to.
Why
there's
not?
No need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Play and go from Patrick.
Yeah, just keeping 1 card in hand. And really just, I'm sure, hoping to draw it, but we're not seeing a ton.
So the question is, do you think that played out in the right order? Or do you think Patrick should have played out the Hazoret first
I think that it would have been interesting to play out the hazard at first, considering because the other one was the draw 7, right? It was the wheel effect.
Right.
Yeah, I think putting those. The problem is if the wheel effect resolves and then you have nothing to do, you're not killing them that turn. But I think, oh, it's a hard line to think about. Now just thinking through it right here.
Oh yeah, because
You know what I
you
mean?
don't have anything
You
floating.
don't have anything floating after
Right.
that, right? So then
But you had a land drop.
land drop and you had like you could draw petals,
You can draw
up
petals.
to
You can
7.
draw or
Yeah.
right of consumption or
Yep.
right of flames.
Yep. So I think it might have been ultimately better to do it the other way around, but I think it's probably really hard to think through in that moment. Yeah.
Surgically here, surgically cleaning. Aspen flames.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll do something. Oh wow. I think he's reading bonus round right now or reading
That
one of
looked
the
like
Chandra
it
one.
was. That looked like it was the spend wheel.
Oh, maybe. I think that card was a Chandra. I thought the art on that card had Chandra's goggles in it. Exile top 3, says
Oh,
HC
maybe.
Fox.
Maybe it is the Chandra.
It's like a different, it's like an Exile top 3 cast deal into turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just more mono red pseudo card draw.
Deed. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
that's super good.
Yeah, he doesn't play Grudge. He plays Deed,
That's interesting.
and that's good.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deed is not bad. Gets you a nice 2-for-1 right there against Patrick.
He's floating out a little bit here.
Yeah, absolutely. What is that spell?
Is that lightning bolt?
I was about to say, is it just a lightning bolt? It kind of looks like just a lightning bolt, but that'd be an interesting one.
There's probably another Pass and Flames in the board, I assume.
Okay. Yeah. I only see 3 exiled. That makes sense.
Assume that's what Patrick would be going for here.
Yeah. Unless he has something in particular, but Travis is brainstorming, so we'll see what that comes up first. Bit of a tanker for Travis, but looks like Pass and Flames is going to resolve. Or rather, wish for Pass and Flames, not Pass and Flames. And yeah, Patrick's going to pass, looks like with a Lightning Bolt and a Pass and Flames in hand, so we'll see what Travis is able to put together. This might be Jace. Yep, it's Jace.
Oh man, there's a lot of spice in the room tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I have a thing labeled 4-color shardless Hogak question mark?
Oh, that's Sean Miller.
Yeah.
That's our yeah, he's been a star on our stream lately. He's been
Okay.
on he's been on the past 2 weeks. I played against him last week.
Yeah.
And then the week before that he was on Hogak with Nimble Mongooses instead of Shardless Agents.
Okay.
But now he's on this like Shardless Agent build. So I was actually going to keep an eye on him throughout the night, and if he's like 2-0, we should definitely feature that deck again. It's definitely a weird brew.
Yeah.
Patrick,
All right. Jace is down.
Yeah, Jace came down, and it looks like Patrick just got to draw a card and pass again. Simply drawing the Ancient Tomb and passing with the same 2 cards he had last turn.
Jace going to brainstorm. Travis picking up 3, putting back 2. Classic.
Yep. Just like Richard Garfield wanted you to.
Yep.
Um,
Planeswalkers.
yeah, right. Every turn. 1 red bolt.
Spell bomb. Nice.
Oh, 1 red from Bolt Pit.
And Tarmogoyf. Okay.
Chase is almost dead. Yeah, seems fine. Oh yeah, we're getting a Tarmo check here. Yes, thank you for using the Tarmogoyf die. We love having it there. That's perfect. Patrick, though, has not been able to find any mana for the Life Boom.
Garfield wanted you to draw 3 to keep them all together.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, that is 100% true.
Well, yeah, this is another pass from Patrick.
Upkeep fetch.
I like that plan too, Fox. That uncounterable Chandra is pretty hot.
Yeah, might have room in something like this.
I mean,
You
right?
got the rituals
like,
and all that. You
yeah,
got the cost
exactly.
reductions.
Exactly. It's like when you're faced with so much counter magic plus discard, you just want to plop a big uncounterable planeswalker out there.
Yeah.
Put some pressure on your opponent. Yeah, I haven't seen that card break in too much, but I have seen it a little bit around tables in some of the bigger mana decks, just because it's uncounterable. It's an uncounterable planeswalker.
Oh, and like the mono red sneak or something like that.
Yeah, or even like a more red splashy Nick Fit variant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Instead of the good old lands have been testing. Okay.
Interesting. Lansday. I have not seen that yet, but that I would believe it just because, yeah. Grind's hard. Not hard to get to 6 mana in that deck. Travis, what, Strixing here? No, just another Tarmogoyf.
Another Tarmogoyf. Making that clock tiny.
Yeah, this might be another mountain. This might not be the best.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, the best display for Patrick today. But he did get a storm off, just didn't get to find a win kill. A win con. Castable under Bloodmoon. Well, just another brainstorm from Travis. I think his, 8th this game.
Yeah. I mean, once Jace takes over, he kind of just, takes over the game.
Absolutely. 3 cards in these, especially in these greedy decks, if nothing's keeping this deck's mana in check.
Right.
It's so meaningful that they get to see all these cards.
Yeah, I wonder, would Ruby Storm want something like a couple Blood Moons on the board?
Right, I could imagine that coming into play. It really just, Red actually does have quite a few options for sideboard cards in Legacy, so
yeah,
it really depends on where you want to place your
Thoughtseize.
Yep.
It's going to take Fast and Flames.
Well, one way to do it. There's the spell bomb. I didn't even see that spell bomb. Shoosh.
Yeah.
That is a rough one for Patrick.
And because he puts the spell bomb on his board, it might not shrink him that much.
Yeah, no, it's really just what Travis wouldn't have an enchantment, but other than that.
Yeah, no, it actually doesn't shrink it at all.
Yeah,
apparently.
okay, yeah. It's like creature, land, instant, sorcery, artifacts.
Yeah, okay. Patrick is Burning Wish. What can he do?
Yeah. The bolt is very curious. I guess in some instances it's enough to. Yeah, no.
I mean, with enough bonus rounds, right?
You're right. With bonus round, that makes much more sense. Then it becomes a legit kill condition.
Yeah,
sure.
you can
Yeah.
Bolt.
Yeah, you just,
right.
Yeah, everything bolts. 17 minutes left as Travis takes that in 2.
Yeah.
We might as well take it back to the booth right now.
Yeah.
I'm taking a look.
You want me to jump out and see?
If you want,
we wanted to, we can talk about things too.
Yeah, we can actually let's take it back to the booth for now.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to everybody. We did get off to a pretty quick start. So
yeah, we just jumped right in.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. That was our round 1. We got to see some Ruby Storm action. We still have a bunch of cool decks in the room tonight. Sean Miller's Shardless Hogak Monstrosity is back once again.
There's a lot of Rug Delver in the room, though, too. There's a lot of Delver in the room. Like, for the Seattle area, there's a lot of Delver.
That's pretty interesting. I do see quite a few.
1, 2, maybe 3, 4, at least 4 Rug Delvers, probably, and then a couple Izzet Delvers on top of it.
Mystic Forge Past? Interesting. Oh, Lee's playing Mystic Forge.
Post. Mystic Forge Post.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Bomberman's in the room tonight. Pox is in the room tonight.
Couple Depths.
Yep.
Some Burn. Couple Jund decks with Ren and 6.
Yeah. So Chris Wessel said he was going to try Jund again this week.
Some miracles, a couple of Lurin players.
I do like that deck a lot right now. Actually, it's pretty fun. It's grindy. Has that combo win.
Jordan Isaka's here, so there's definitely some Tundras in the room.
Yeah. There's at least one Stone Blade, maybe two.
There's two Blades, and then there's two Miracles, I
Yeah,
think.
I see two Miracles.
Yeah.
One Infect.
Couple Sneak a Show.
Oh, someone's on Maverick tonight too.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Uh,
Who's been on Maverick?
Couple Pox players. A Final Fortune Prison.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we've got a nice room tonight.
James Johnson's here representing Storm. A couple other Storm players.
Ad nauseum tendrils always somewhere in our house.
I don't see any Painter in the room. I've been thinking about dusting off Painter again.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were playing Painter.
Yeah. I think it might actually be well positioned now. Wait, what? Sorry, Nick Ragazzo, Elves with Days is what I'm reading here?
Elves with Days.
That.
Huh. Wonder what that, yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably.
Definitely have to look out for that one. We'll absolutely have to look out for that one.
Yeah. A couple sneaking shows, 4-color things.
Oh, one Enchantress.
One lands, one Enchantress.
All the way
Sean Dagan, always representing the Bomberman.
Yep.
The guy who's been playing Painter lately is one of the Rug Delver players tonight.
Okay, yeah.
Matt Saxon.
Yes, yeah. He's been the last couple times I've played him. He's been on Painter.
Yeah.
It looks like.
I still like my blue heavy Painter build, but Karn I think is ready for a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. The mono red Painter is pretty interesting. I think Painter even flashing like both mono red, blue red, and then I guess what else would there be? Red white. Red
white. I think is the more popular one.
The more popular one, yeah.
I like the blue.
But Goblin Engineer goes into all of those, and that card is huge.
I don't know if I can actually fit it into my.
Interesting.
So I'm very artifact light in my build.
Okay.
And I also need a heavy blue count.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
right.
Yeah.
You have Brainstorms, Counter Magic.
Yeah.
What else is unique about the blue build? What else does that bring?
So I'm playing Brainstorms, Ponders, Preordains.
Yeah. Oh wow. Just
Spell Pierces.
Yep.
And 4 Blast main.
Okay.
And Trinket Mages.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Okay, so that's like where a little bit more of the consistency is coming from.
Right.
That's cool. There's a lot of ways to do Painter right now. Only plays.
Yeah.
Mono red really only plays Engineer. Red white plays like 2. Okay, so really what's happened is the Engineer just let mono red become more of a deck.
Right. I think I like that build better because in white you're really only getting Aether Cannon is good, but Storm is kind of at a low of late.
Yes. Yeah. I have not seen a lot.
There's not much need for that.
Yeah.
The other thing white gets you is Enlightened Tutor, but that's what
Goblin Engineer is. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's basically a great.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's Enlightened Tutor that synergizes with your already Goblin Welder strategy, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's pretty interesting.
It's almost sort of better to tutor it to your graveyard than tutor it into the half of your deck.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I think anyway. Like when I played against it, it definitely seemed better than going to hand. Please don't Narset me, Tribal.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, where's Narset gone in this format?
Well,
right? Like,
Narset's not good if everyone's playing Delver.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
6 Delver out of almost 40 people.
Yeah. That's a big chunk, especially for around here.
Right.
And I guess you're right. Like Sam pointing out, red and 6 card advantage doesn't depend on drawing cards.
Sure. Huh. We're gonna get some stuff on camera.
Yeah, sounds good. Maybe some exhibition, Canadian Highlander or vintage or something?
Hyperextended.
Oh, yeah, you got to talk about this. I'm not going to know almost.
That's fine. I want to do this because but I need to do sideboard.
For sure. So yeah, Hyperextended has been a little bit of a
I've been trying to get a lot of people into this.
Okay, all right.
That's sweet.
It seems sweet. What is the limit here? Is it, what's the cutoff
It's after Old School, but before Modern. So it's
Okay.
Fallen Empires to Scourge.
Through Scourge. Okay.
Yeah.
So just basically, yeah, like literally before the modern border, basically.
Yeah, it's all Old Border.
Sweet. So a bunch of cards that Old Border Tribal is
Yeah.
a good way to put it. That's still a pretty wide card pool.
Yeah.
Obviously allows for like a bunch of like older strategies to thrive, basically. Slash, I'm sure some new things that never got to quite meet each other and extended to come up.
Yeah, so Hyperxen is a little. So there's 3 different formats that have been kind of trying to come out of the woodworks for this. There's pre-modern,
Yeah. Okay.
which is the European style
Okay.
of it. They do sort of the same thing for
Right.
eras.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But they have a very restrictive ban list.
Yes.
Middle school is the one that's sort of based out of Chicago.
Okay.
They have a more, they also, same thing, they have a ban list, and it's a little bit less restrictive,
Okay.
I would say. And then Hyperextended doesn't allow core sets, so no white border cards.
Interesting.
And that gets rid of a lot of the weird stuff, like you can't play
That's
balance.
a big distinction. Okay.
You can't play channel at all. But it plays a restricted list, so that you can still play some of the fun stuff.
Okay.
Like for example, in middle school, they allow 4 Necro, but they ban Dark Ritual because you can't really have Necro and Dark Ritual in the same format.
Okay.
But here you can play.
You just play like a one of Necro.
One of Necro, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So
interesting. So a weird blend of like a vintage style format with a more like, I guess legacy style like.
Right. So I think they gave Travis High Tide.
Right.
And Greg is playing my Goblins list.
Okay. So what are the restricted cards then in Hyperextended?
Let me pull up.
Obviously people aren't playing with power or anything, right?
Right.
So the stuff that you would normally think is restricted is not even necessarily applying here, right?
It's a pretty expected a restricted list.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's Fallen Empire's Homeland's Prophecy only format.
So restricted list is Academy Rector, Ancient Tomb, Brainstorm, Burning Wish, Demonic Consultation, Earthcraft, Enlightened Tutor.
Okay.
Frantic Search, Goblin Recruiter.
Yep. Wow.
Memory Jar, Mind's Desire, Mystical Tutor, Necropotence, Tinker, Talarian Academy, Vamp Tutor, Windfall, and Yawgmoth's Bargain and Will.
Wow.
So
there's a lot of stuff that could be going on in this format, conceivably. I definitely want to see a Goblin Recruiter get cast.
All right, so versus High Tide, we have turn 1 Goblin Lackey.
Yep.
Attack puts in 2 Goblin Pile Drivers.
Seems good.
Seems good.
Wow, another Lackey. But that's just a big chunk of damage coming in here against Travis. Travis with his hands going, what am I even supposed to do here?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I believe.
Yep.
So
Hyper-extended. Let's see how this ends up looking. Yeah. I like it. Little exhibition match for you folks before we wait for the next round to start.
Yeah.
This is a lot of gobos right now.
Turn 1 Lackey is really good.
Yeah, Turn 1 Lackey's huge. It would be so fun to play a format where Turn 1 Lackey was good.
Yeah.
I would love it.
There's actually so few ways to really deal with a Turn 1 Lackey.
In this.
You got swords, you got like the burns.
Right, burn spells.
So there's no bolt in the format because there's no core sets. But you still got like shock and Seal
I
of
didn't
Fire.
realize. Okay. So there was never a lightning bolt reprint within. Yeah, okay.
So without core sets, you got a lot of interesting design decisions.
That's very interesting, yeah.
Because there's no... so the mana is actually very questionable in Farmer because there's no City Brass, there's no dual lands.
Yep.
You just have the ally fetches, and you have the pain lands.
Yep.
If you need to go funky with some lands. You got like Gemstone Mine, Undiscovered Paradise.
Right, but otherwise, like, yeah, it's probably hard to branch out into certain color combinations, right?
Right. Definitely your ally pairs are going to be,
The strongest, yeah.
yeah,
What is hyperextended? Well, we've just been talking about it.
yeah.
It's, in a nutshell, as Mike put it earlier, it's everything before the modern and starting and going back to which set?
Fallen Empires.
Okay,
So
Fallen
it's,
Empires.
It's like a variant of Old School, but it's a little bit more modern than that.
Yeah. Old school, but with more recent cards than old school.
Yeah, and for the nostalgia. Okay,
Yeah.
so Greg here has turn 1 Lackey check again,
Wow, here we go.
and he has Goblin Recruiter in hand.
That's what I want to see.
That's a restriction
How do
card.
you resolve a Goblin Recruiter turn?
Oh, never mind.
There we go. That's what I like to see, the counterplay. Modern, old school.
Yeah, it's like modern Old School.
Yeah, there
exactly.
you go. Greg has the option of just Rashad porting or going for the Recruiter.
Right. All right. I mean, he could do.
That's a tall order, resolving a Goblin Recruiter. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you even do? I mean, he's going to do it for the fun here.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Nothing?
No, it's resolving.
Oh, it's resolving. Yeah, it's resolving.
So the trick
Wow.
here, I think, is you want to put a matron fairly high up,
Yes.
right? Because you want to be able to shuffle the deck in case things go bad.
Something goes wrong, yeah.
Right.
And you probably want to, like, I would imagine you want to put Recruiter, like, or not Recruiter, Ringleader on top of whatever else you get.
Right.
Like, you want to set 4 great cards and then just put a Ringleader on top of them, and then try to maybe just play, like, make Ringleader packs, basically. Make a bunch of, like, Ringleader packs and space Ringleaders between them.
Yeah, so that's generally the idea. So,
Yeah.
Like, I could see, like, putting a Lackey and then, like, into, like, a Ringleader with a matron underneath it.
Right, and then kind of, like, rinse and repeat with some of those piles.
Or you can even do, like, 2 Ringleaders in a row right there.
Yeah.
So,
so
I would like Lackey.
keep the chain going.
Lackey, Ringleader, matron,
Right.
and like another Lackey or something like that,
Yeah,
and then a bunch of things underneath that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I've always wanted to see this card actually resolved in Magic. Like, I actually have not, like, everyone jokes about it being unbanned in Legacy and stuff.
Now we're going to see why it's banned in Legacy.
Yeah,
as
which
Greg
is
tanks
which
for
is
like
that it would
10
take
minutes.
forever. Can you imagine this card being a 4-of in any deck? Good lord, like.
Yeah.
This is one of those cards that just needs to be axed for design reasons and not for power reasons. Like,
it's cool if here has like a restricted
oh yeah,
card.
it's
Like,
super
you
fun
get
to put on play in this and have an exhibition type thing. And
Right.
this is very much, I'd imagine, just a for fun format. So in such a format, it's totally fun to do. Greg's like, okay, I'm gonna make all these piles, and then I'm gonna make that pile.
Dread still might actually be pretty good in the format. So.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't actually explored with that deck because I don't own Dreadnoughts for some reason.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah. Did what did like old Dreadstill use? Just the Torpor Orbs to stop
There's no Torpor Orbs. Just the Stifle.
Just Stifle.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So it's really just the 2-card, like it's a 2-card combo.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
But other than swords, there's like no real way of doing it.
Not a good way of dealing with it too, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying? Yeah.
Illusionary Mask also works, but Illusionary Mask is not in this format.
Right.
Oh, Vision Charm. Vision Charm works.
Oh, nice. All right, so there's
okay,
Skirk.
so he did Skirk
Prospector.
Yeah.
What is this? What is that
Okay.
other card in Greg's hand?
Sure. He has another Skirk Prospector in hand.
Yeah.
Like if.
What's the game here? Yeah. Putting this out.
So I like this line if he had a Lackey that he could like flip. Well, the only
Maybe
thing
that's the idea. He's going to swap the Skirk for another Lackey, or for a Lackey, and then the Lackey has haste. Is that? Oh no, he's just hitting in with Skirk.
Because the thing is, the only other card in his hand is a Matron,
Right.
which you wouldn't want to cast if you just played
Right.
a regular or recruiter.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to shuffle your library, right? Yeah.
Vision Charm's good though. I'm going to explore the
Interesting.
the
What does the text on Vision Charm get to do?
it phases it out, I believe.
Huh.
Hey, you know what we can do?
Yeah, we can actually look it up right here. Amazing. Aha.
Phases out.
Got it. That's a good one. That's a good combo. Time of the round for round 1 here.
Yep. Vision Charm.
So we will be getting a second Legacy match up relatively soon, but in the meantime,
Yeah.
some sweet, sweet hyper-extended action brought to you by our players. I do like this kind of mono red versus mono blue style of old school matchup.
We were playing some of this before, and just, he Hydro Blasted my Pyrosec Pillar, I Pyroblasted back.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Real powerful spells.
All right. High Tide's doing his thing now.
Yeah, here we go.
Greg got to Dirtle for a bunch.
Exactly.
Now it's
yeah.
High Tide's turn.
Greg, being a very amicable opponent, is very happy to keep track of stuff here.
Yeah. Turnabout, untaps his land. Tide is 1.
Oh. Here we go. Checking stuff out. Is he about to resolve a wish here? Huh. So, Travis trying to figure out what the next move is, I guess.
Charm for fun.
Oh yeah, look at that. Target player draws a card at the beginning of the next game. Ah.
Yeah, that phases out the creature. But that doesn't work anymore. But
Right.
With the
New rule.
okay. So High Tide's going off here. There's a lot of mana floating.
Yep. 12 blue, it looks like. 10. So how does this High Tide deck win the game with these old cards?
Stroke of Genius to your opponent for 60.
All right, classic. Yeah. The ultimate.
There's also a Restricted Mind's Desire in there for fun.
Very cool.
You can Cunning Wish for a Brain Freeze.
Okay, see, I like that stuff. Yeah. A lot of ways to mill your opponent with Storm, basically.
Yeah. Storm decks are pretty powerful, I think.
Yeah. It's,
There's this deck.
Seems to have been a good mechanic.
Yeah, there is a 4 LED Yogswell deck, too. That's
oh, yeah. Okay.
Those 2 decks might actually be the most in need of some action.
The
format is still working out all the kinks. Like Academy Rector recently got restricted in July.
Okay.
Definitely needed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Card's rife for some interesting abuse there.
Welcome, Big Goof. Hyperextended is kind of a fun nostalgia format.
Yeah.
Similar to old school, but kind of takes place between old school and modern. So we're having some fun in between rounds of Legacy.
Yep.
End of the round just happened, so.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it. Okay, so we will have a meta chart up for you guys soon. Thank you to Lean Win, player and commentator locally. He's going to help us.
It looked like Travis shuffled in the Cunning Wish, but.
Well, this is still just a for fun exhibition match, so we're not going to hold these players too close to scrutiny here.
I don't know if Travis has ever cast any of these cards before.
Oh wow, yeah, because he's actually he's someone that you guys have been bringing out relatively newer to the format, right?
Yeah, and he's relatively new to Legacy.
Okay, yeah. So
he's played a lot more Standard and Modern. So I don't know if he's
got it. So yeah, he's like me, where it's like a lot of the cards in this format are just completely foreign foreign entities. All right. Looks like he is. All right. Well, Travis is walking through some high tide stuff. All those goblins that Greg put on top of his library are getting really impatient now.
Yeah, so it's a bit different than no reserve list legacy because it's only doing the old card.
Right,
It
right.
stops
Yeah,
at
it's
Scourge.
there's no modern. If it's modern legal, it's not in this format.
Yeah.
Right. Like just straight up.
Oh, well, if it's modern bordered only.
Right. Correct. Right. You're right. Never mind. If it is modern bordered only, it is not this format.
Yeah.
Tricky. There's also been people testing, like, oh, sweet, round 2 is up.
Round 2. All right.
Let's take a look. Jeremy Edwards, Chris Wessel.
That seems good. Oh,
Yeah.
Lee versus Jordan.
That could be pretty good too.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. That way you guys can see the person who just brought you this magic chart. Is it good to go?
I'm gonna go get him. Lee.
Yeah.
Lee.
Okay, cool. We're gonna put you on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you and Jordan.
You and Jordan.
If you want to grab him.
Sweet. So let's see if this is up to date. Yeah,
it looks good.
This is good.
We're gonna put Lee on.
Yeah. So other is 21, which we will have a little name for, but
Other.
I love other. That's
Other.
my favorite.
There's a little bit of Pox.
Yeah.
A little bit of. Depths is on there.
Everything.
It's a little.
Look at this. It's not even a little bit
It's
of
not
Pox.
even a
There's
little bit of
two
Pox.
Pox in the room tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Big chunk of the meta Pox is right now.
Yeah. But I also want to see about that.
Yeah, we should take a look. But as you can see, there's quite a few individual decks spread out tonight. Legacy is actually pretty healthy right now. 4C Shardless Hogak is oh, this is just a
That's Lee.
that's Lee posting the others. Wow,
Yeah.
good on you, Lee.
Yeah. Look at that.
4-color Ren 3, Alurin 2. Okay, so it's got everything in here.
Oh yeah, it's the full dump.
Yeah, the full dump plus all the one-ups. So everybody, there's John Nickfit. That's what I was talking about. That I think I saw last week. Yeah.
Nick Fit. Okay.
Someone was putting that big Chandra into play.
Yeah. I think there was 3 Pox in the room last week.
Wow.
'Cause I definitely played against it, and I know
There's
Travis,
something-
who was just featured, played against it twice.
There's something about swamps in the room.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what's really good versus Pox? Ren and 6.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
That is the proper reaction.
that's not even nice. That's
Yeah,
not even.
no,
That's
it
not
was-
even funny.
no, it
that's
was
not
not.
even. Yeah, that is like. I would be so sad if I was
Yeah.
a Pox player looking at my cards with a Ren and 6 on the
I mean, it
battlefield.
just goes to 8. Like, both games I won, going to 8, ultimating, and then bolting them out.
Yeah. I mean, what do they do to stop you from doing that, right? Like,
Not much.
yeah, not a lot of hindrance there.
All right. Maybe we should jump down to the match, get that.
Yeah, let's take it down and we'll get it
Because we should be getting some people.
it typed in. Yep, perfect. All right, we got good old Jordan on the left or on the right.
Yeah.
Lee is on Mystic Forge. Yeah, Mystic Forge. What's the word I'm
Post.
looking for?
Post.
Thank you. Mystic Forge Post. And Jordan is, I think, just still on Blue, White, Red. Blade. Jessica. Blade.
Oh, have you seen that deck that they're asking you about?
Oh, I have. It's great. Oh, it's super great. How am I not playing it? The answer is humans, but otherwise, I should probably pick up Squadron Hawks in all honesty.
Yeah.
It seems pretty fun to play right now. And the fact that it's consistently putting up numbers is kind of wild. Like, I guess Forge of Virtue is kind of okay.
Manifold Key.
Yes, Manifold Key.
Manifold Key. I really hate that they made Manifold Key.
It definitely seems like a weird one. Having no like, I don't ever play with those cards,
Yeah.
but I obviously know it's the super powerful combo, and I don't know what the implications for having a strictly better one that can knock out a blocker is.
Right.
Seems annoying though, right?
Well, the fact that like, well, it's new border versus old border.
Oh, sure.
Making will take you. But like the unblockable thing, like you would think isn't that bad, but most of these decks are playing Karn Scion.
Oh.
Yeah, we're standstilling tonight.
Oh, excuse
Sorry, I forgot.
me.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah,
Oh,
Jordan
yeah,
Soccer. Standstilling.
Stand still.
Um,
Dude Ranch, baby. Yeah, wow. And I mean, the thing here is that, like, Lee can kind of just play this game, right? In terms of, like, I'm just going to make 10 mana and still cast a big thing.
yeah.
This doesn't necessarily hinder Lee a ton.
I mean, he's got a lot of things.
Yeah. Now he's wondering about playing this Karn, I think.
Yeah. But like Karn Scion makes really big things, and being able to make them unblockable.
Yes. You are not wrong there, right? That actually, that probably comes up.
Trigger on the standstill.
Who needs infinite turns when you can just beat down with a giant whatever?
Counter that Grim Monolith.
Wow, yeah, all right. Yep, that's
I see one
3
Grim
mana
Monolith.
each, right?
Yeah. That one resolves. It's Karn. Oh, no.
Wow,
It's Thran
Dynamo. But the Dynamo, that just taps for 3, right?
Yep.
So the Dynamo can't cast Karn.
No.
But I think there might be, is there a floating here? No. I always get mixed up, because he's got 1 Cloud Post and 2 Glimmer Post out? Or 2 Glimmer Post and 1 Cloud Post?
I agree, HT Fox. I don't like the very aggressive
yeah.
counter on. The downside to that, right, is like Ulamog would just wreck your day. Right?
Yep, yeah.
But in general, I don't.
It's definitely a hard sell to me, I think, because he's going to get there.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I mean, I would have to think Jordan would be playing some Wastelands if he's on standstill.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what's in Jordan's deck because it could be literally anything.
Yeah, Jordan doesn't. He just kind of like divines a certain amount of white bordered cards from his like brain and from his soul, and then he just shows up. But he doesn't really deck build as much as he just shows up with 75 blue-eye red cards.
Yeah,
and they're consistently there. Oh,
okay. We're forcing negation.
All right, Lee with the respect for the force of negation.
It's technically exiled.
Oh, sure.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. I gotcha. I'm gonna get that corrected. Trying to anticipate Jordan will make you go crazy. I agree, as he puts a Teleria West onto the battlefield. Maybe trying to find engineered explosives with that one. Teleria West?
Teleria West.
Yeah, I don't quite know.
Like it's anything.
Land. Oh,
Yeah.
Outpost.
No, outpost.
No, in Jordan's deck though.
Yeah. Keldjorin Outpost.
Oh, Keldor. Yeah.
If we're dudes,
oh, you're right. If we're full on. Searches up its factories. You're right.
Sure.
Yep. Sam's right behind you on the outpost call. It's a win con. There you go.
We're forcing
the
the
win con.
Okay. George's just forcing everything.
Yeah. Well, that'll do.
Got any forces for that?
Karn is going to probably find the big lock, right?
Yeah, I don't know what forcing that spyglass was doing.
I do anticipate an Eternal Dragon.
Oh, he has I think a Teferi in hand.
Right. That's why he doesn't want Spyglass to resolve. Yeah, he does. He's 5 mana Teferi in here. I think he's just going to tuck this Karn, right?
Yeah, you just have to, or you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. You're right. Yeah.
No, tuck.
They're going to do it. Yeah, they're going to. Yeah. They got it.
Yeah, they got it.
All right. So Jordan buying himself a bit of time here, but Lee. Oh.
Did he just rip another one?
Yes. That is disgusting. I anticipate a yell very soon from Jordan. That is awkward. Oh my god. What is he? He's just floating a bunch of mana?
No. So the question is, does he want to?
Oh, does he want to?
Like play like the lattice first or something,
Sure.
because Jordan might let the lattice go early.
Try to get rid of the counter.
Like it's unlikely he has a counter, right?
Right.
Oh, but he has a spyglass.
Yeah, no,
so
Jordan's
yeah,
just
Jordan's
done.
just
Jordan's just packing it in on that one.
all right.
That's game one to Lee.
Just want to say, earlier tonight, I said I think Karn's in a good space.
Yes.
And Lee,
you are not wrong.
thank you, Lee, for proving me.
Absolutely, yeah. We're bringing the full Karns.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
The concession makes sense. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Maybe Jordan a little aggressive there with the
With the counter magic.
countering the mana.
Yeah.
I really like this deck out of Lee though.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
He has big artifacts.
Really big
Karn.
artifacts. He's cut, I think, almost all the creatures. Really, like just Thought-Knot Seers, because like it's a Thoughtseize effect still.
Yeah. Yep.
But not playing any of the bigger Eldrazi's except for like an Ulamog to search for. I want to say.
Yeah.
It seems to focus mostly on like landing Karn, establishing lock, and then big mana in your.
I just saw on the sideboard. I saw a pile of ley lines and at least one helm.
Oh, yes. He told me about that. That's for certain matchups
Right. If you're bringing
where it's just like. I forget what the specific context he told me was, but he was like, there's certain matchups where it's so bad you just bring in Leyline Helm and you hope to get there.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
well, it's good. You're bringing in Leyline anyway, right? That's
Right.
good.
It's also just good to bring in
Is he
against
playing
those
a
decks.
number of helms, right? Like you'd want.
No, what it looked like was a 5-card package of like.
Well, because you
4
want to leave
Leyline,
the
1
helm in the board to
You're
wish for.
right.
So like you could play.
I forgot about that. That makes way more sense. So
Yeah.
I think it is just bringing in 4 and leaving the helm in
Yeah.
the board. But with Karn, the whole plan makes a lot more sense.
Right.
Because if you're able to get the lock up and then search up the helm combo.
Yeah. Jordan, I saw bring in quite possibly. I want to say his favorite card.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's true or not, but given how much he loves.
I mean, there's a lot of. Yeah.
Loves Chris Pikula.
Yes. Yes.
I just grab 4
I definitely know.
4 of the pesky meddling mage himself.
Meddling Mage. Jordan Saga is like probably one of the best
Spellster Sprite, I think, is also
meddling mage casters
Yes.
I know of. He's got a big dictionary of cards in his brain to name with that card. He knows a lot of the right
And he can
ones.
look right into your eyes,
Yeah.
go right deep within you
Yeah.
and see.
He will know what card you will not be casting before you do.
Yeah. Oh, there is. Who wanted to see that Eternal Dragon?
Yeah,
it's
right?
there.
This is the old school. The old school control deck for Jordan Isaka here. As far as Legacy goes, anyway. And a post. Truly making it.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Raceland M was kidding. Well, Jordan Isaka was not kidding.
No.
Never is. 1 fetch on the stack. Oh no, he's just fetching a Brainstorming.
Yep.
I was like, what's going on? Lane, Wayne, and Post, maybe more classic duo. I mean, he's been on Post as long as I've seen him around. If he ever plays a colored spell against me, I'll be so confused.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Batter Skull and another one coming back to the bin for Jordan. He's got a game in his hand. He's got multiple Mishras, a standstill, ways to fight. Oh, that was into Bleed's turn too. Okay. He does. You're right. He does have the green.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. All right. America Colors Online, or France or Russia. And oh,
Oh, man.
Oh!
You know what we were asking about you could find with Talaria West?
Yeah.
Hall of Helios generosity.
Now we see the full picture here for Jordan Isaka.
Yeah.
We're standing real still.
Yeah.
I mean, we're standing super still. Wow. And yeah, for those of you at home, that card is essentially Academy Ruins for enchantments.
Yep.
It's an incomplete cycle, but it's a fun one. We got Volrath's Stronghold, which gets creatures back. We got Academy Ruins, which gets artifacts back. Now we have Hall.
Volrath Stronghold that gets creatures back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one.
So yeah, that's what we were trying to think about what the other ones would be.
I think green one would get lands.
That's what we thought. Yeah, it would be like
And
land back.
Red would be like sorceries.
Right. Red would be like we like I was talking with someone else. They were saying red should be like a sorcery, but at random from your graveyard or something.
That would be really hard to.
Yeah, it'd be hard to decide. But here's the Forge. Whoa, Jordan is reading the Forge.
Mystic Forge.
Wow, look at all these new cards.
Yeah.
What is going on in Legacy? Okay, so Lee can look at the top card of his library. He can play it. Unlike our other effect of recent note, Experimental Frenzy, Lee can still play cards out of his hand with Mystic Forge, right? So this is actually just functionally an extra card.
Well, it can only cast artifacts and colorless non-land spells.
Oh, only those you say?
Only those, right? And I believe for Lee that means all of them.
Every card in his deck. Wow. Some restriction on that card, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they could have just left it at artifact, and it still would have been great.
It's
but
still-
no,
yeah.
let's give them all the cards
Oh,
too.
people are gonna feel really bad if they can't cast card off of their Mystic Forge.
Right.
We better prevent that.
Oh, if Jordan's packing Serenity, that'd be great. Hi, Trickster.
Hello. Oh, here's the dragon. Whoa!
Oh.
Look at that. Jordan says, "I've got a reader for you, buddy."
Yeah, Serenity and Hall of Helios generosity.
Oh yeah. This is some nice stuff.
Oh, jeez, and there's the Karn right off the top. Ancient Tomb comes down.
It's like the
4 mana.
Hojak restriction. You need to play it for
Karn.
free. Ah, jeez.
Force of Negation it.
All right, cool. Jordan does have play.
Has Lee even looked at what's at the top of his deck? I don't think.
He might know already, right?
Maybe. Oh.
No. He's just adding mana first. That's more exciting that way. Oh, he does get to, he gets to activate here, right?
Yeah, you can activate.
Put a card on bottom.
No, it exiles the top card.
Oh, exiles. Okay.
Oh, that's a combo.
Oh. Is it? Yeah.
The Ugin for the reduction?
Okay. Colorless. It's colorless. Is it activations too?
No.
Okay. So it can just,
But if you're just looking to empty the top of your deck as fast as possible.
That's some gross stuff.
Manifold Key?
Okay. So
Does
maybe
he have a mana floating? I think he does. So he's going to exile that, pay 1 life.
Yeah.
He's going to use the 1 mana there to untap.
Wow.
Nothing floating.
A lot of options here.
I'll pass back. Okay.
Okay. This is a super fun matchup. Yeah, Jordan putting Standstill right back on top, and here we go. If you cast another spell, Jordan says I get 3 cards. This is sweet. A lot of interesting stuff going on here. So Lee has seemingly infinite mana and can cast most things that would come up in both his hand and the top of his deck.
I believe that's big Ugin in his hand.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Monolith.
It's a good one, but Jordan is gonna get what? Yeah, he's gonna get 3 cards.
Wait, God Force Will.
Indeed, exactly. So, like, even with an Ugin cast, as long as Jordan can counter it,
5 mana.
it's not the worst thing for Lee.
Effectively 5 mana now.
Yep.
Floating.
Sheesh. 2, gonna cast. Oh, is that what is that?
Trinisphere?
Trinisphere. Woo! That's a tall order. Because Jordan's gonna have to.
Jordan has to force
has
it.
to force it. But that's really just gonna clear the way for whatever gross thing Lee has coming up next, I'm sure. Yep, Mystic Forge. Exiles that. Lee gets another look at the top. Oh boy, what
It's
do we?
pay 1 life too. I'm gonna update life totals.
Okay, yeah. If you want to make sure they do that. Looks like, oh, okay, so here's the Ugin coming down.
I don't know if it matters.
Yeah, it might not matter, but, you know, posterity. Looks like Ugin has hit the battlefield and is simply going to plus here. Yeah, this is a tough one. Lee, after endless attempts to resolve some dumb haymaker, has actually done so.
I mean, when Mystic Forge resolves, there's just like
Yeah,
endless.
You're never going to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
boy.
another one.
Oh, geez.
This deck looks sweet.
This deck actually has a lot more going on to it than I first thought it did, where I was just like, oh, this is the same post deck, but with cards. Manifold Key plus Mystic Forge is kind of crazy.
Huh.
Plus new Ugin. Yeah, Lee's going to love to know that this looks great. I mean, he's really going off with this stuff.
Yeah, this deck looks sweet.
That
That one doesn't untap. Jordan went with the standstill line, which
Yeah,
I guess you just always do.
I guess, yeah. You got to force you got to keep yourself in the game, basically.
Right.
Draw cards.
Like, I don't know if
But
Lee
you're
needs
just
to
going
do
to get
anything.
bolted out. Like, standstill doesn't beat
I mean, there's
a bolt
factor
every turn, right?
Yeah, well, he has 2 factories in
Oh,
play, right?
okay. So,
So
he can't attack into an Ugin, but
But it's like plus. What's the plus on Ugin? It's like plus 3, right?
yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Card is messed up. +2. It's +2 deal 3.
Oh, it's plus 2 deal 3.
But still,
But still, yeah,
quite
it's
a
already
bit.
on 9, right? So it's already.
Yeah, it would be a back and forth. I don't think it's a race Jordan can win, basically.
Chalice on 1, why not? 4 mana.
Oh wow.
Chalice on some
Probably
other.
just one, right? Oh, he put the one on. Yeah,
There's already
two,
one on
then.
one.
Yeah, probably just 2.
Sure, might as well put 1 on 2.
Yeah.
Oh, no more standstill.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say no more standstill. Yep.
We're on the same level there.
Oh boy. Take a look at the yeah. Still 30 minutes left in the round here.
All right, we might need to go scouting around.
Yeah. We might be getting pretty close to backup match territory here.
I mean, this has just been a beating.
Yeah, Jordan has not had.
And the fact that this can like clean up the top of the deck. It's like I don't need any more mana. I don't need that other Mystic Key.
Nope. Yeah,
or Manifold Key.
You play.
And you can do this too.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Where like you don't the supposed 1 activation per turn limit is just like, nah.
Yeah.
You can keep going.
The old pass back up.
Yeah, just the old casual. Yeah, this seems fine.
I like how he can like triple scry too on his upkeep in case like he doesn't want to draw that card. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Just forge it up. Ooh, baby.
Dude Ranch.
Oh, baby. The Outpost. Wow, look
Getting
at
out, getting out the Gokus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, baby. Fire it in. All right. Jordan says, let's fight.
Yep.
Lee says, okay, bud.
Nice 1-1.
Yeah. Sweet Goku. I mean, yeah. Come on. A lot of powerful stuff happening here. That's just a manifold key.
Yeah, gets countered by his own chalice.
Yep.
And just lightning bolt you again.
Whew. That's the thing with Ugin. It's one of those planeswalkers where, like, unless you have an immediate answer to it,
Right.
very difficult to win almost any game of Magic out from under it. Because the plus is just a giant clock in and of itself.
Yeah.
And the
Grimalious
minus
gets
sweeps
countered.
up any creatures. Like, you need specifically... I mean, Jordan even has manlands, but they're not fast enough. So it's like, what are you going to do? Yeah. Oh, boy.
So Lee's just throwing things.
Yeah.
He's just digging.
Just digging through just churning through his deck. Yep. Put that one away. Look at the top. That seems like it's not as good.
He's gone through so much of his deck.
Look at that. Yeah, look at the he's more exiled cards than graveyard cards.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. I mean, the deck, it has a lot of lands.
Right.
So it
Yeah,
makes
it
sense,
does. It
but-
does. It looks like he's just seeing a lot of different posts. Yeah.
Land for the turn. I mean, it's still in a good place. Jordan, that Ugin's on 11, and he's going to be able to attack it for 5, but then it's going to go up to 7. He'll
Right.
be able to attack it for 6, and then he's just dead.
And then he's just dead. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So he needs to, like, bolt and have...
But Chalice, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
and have Lee
and
forget
have
the
Lee
challenge,
Chalice
right?
trigger, yeah.
Yeah. His hand is all 1s and 2s. Oh,
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
that's
Yep.
yeah. That'll
That's
do
the
it.
that's the line.
That was the straw. Yep.
Woo!
Quite a showing there for Lee's deck. We still have a good 25 minutes left in the
Yeah.
round too.
That's I'm gonna go around quickly, see if
Yeah.
anyone.
If you want to see if anyone can step in, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll definitely grab your headset. Make sure it doesn't make any noise. Sweet. Very cool. Aha. Okay. And a bunch of these that aren't actually good. But, cool. Good news for the folks back home. We will be, at some point, getting a subsection of the Card Kingdom YouTube channel to do VOD archives. So we won't be going back, obviously, super long, but we'll have a good chunk of the stuff we've done this year already, and we'll be able to keep that train moving forward as we continue on. So keep an eye out for that in, like, hopefully 2 weeks, I want to say. Sounds feasible for me.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even like I just have to get the vids over to Chris, but then someone presumably will have to upload them to the Card Kingdom YouTube channel.
Yeah. I might need to try out this list.
It's looking. I mean, we can definitely, if no one else is around or if there's no other matches, we could definitely try to talk to Lee about it a little bit. He's not a stranger to the booth.
Yeah. You want to talk to him about it?
Yeah, for sure. I could definitely do an interview if you want to grab him.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. We will get Lee back at the booth here for a little bit of little bit of insight into that crushing 2-0. Two 2-0s today as our first 2 rounds happen. Not only two 2-0s, but seems like they are happening without the crowd wanting to back up. Typically, we have players, going to game 3 or shuffling up. If they had a long game 1, they're going to game 2, and they can move over. But if we go out there and everybody's like literally in the middle of a game, then it's awkward. All right, here he is. Bring him back to the booth. Hot off of that blazing 2-0 that we
Hey,
just
team.
saw.
How you going?
We got lead win. Hey, pretty good, bud. That was a sweet list to put on 2-0.
Yeah.
A little different than your usual flair. Let's talk a little bit about that. So you played Mystic Forge when we played each other last week?
No. So this list.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we have a little community on the Facebook group.
Okay.
It's called 12 Post Annihilation of the Gods or something like Annihilation, some sort of 12 post
sweet name.
Facebook group,
Yeah.
right? We all converge. We talk about green posts, colorless posts. Some guy posted this list and said, "I'm 9-1 on Moto,
Wow.
right? And his only loss was to like Turbo Depths, all right? He said he lost it was accidental. It was his own punt.
Okay.
But this list was not mine. Someone else's on that page, and I sleeved it up, goldfished it a bit, and it's insane.
It's nuts.
So it doesn't play any Eldrazi, which is
okay, none.
no Eldrazi.
No
The only
Eldrazi.
2 creatures in the whole deck is Walking Ballista in the main and one in the side.
Sure. Okay.
I also have a random Platinum Angel because I couldn't get a Spine of Ish.
Okay.
But that's it. Our Lady of Annihilation 12 post discussion group.
Nice.
Yeah, and the list is insane because it's going all in on Mystic Forge.
Yeah, absolutely.
The best synergies in the deck is Mystic Forge and Baby Ugin, the 6 mana
Yeah,
Ugin.
so talk a little bit about that.
Definitely. So Mystic Forge obviously allow you to cast spells off the top of your deck.
Yep.
Right, and you can exile to like exile a land or whatever. But then Ugin makes all your color spells 2 less. So you just keep casting stuff off the top.
So it doesn't even matter. Yeah, it can be your mana rocks or any of those things, and you can just chain through them.
Grim Monoliths are free. Thrawn Dynamo
Cost 1, right?
costs 2 mana.
Two,
But then
yeah.
it taps for 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then all your keys are free. You have chalices you can cast for free. You just keep going off the top.
So once those 2 are on the battlefield, it's really like
it's
just
good
chaining
value.
everything up. Yeah.
And then the player had a one-of Paradox Engine in the deck, which is quite hilarious. Because once you have Paradox Engine in play, if you don't know what Paradox Engine does, the one that got banned in Commander, whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents.
Oh, wow.
So you untap all your Mono Rocks.
That seems real, yeah.
Untap all your Mystic Forges, and then you keep going off, you go through your deck, you eventually hit a Khan.
Sure.
And Khan will get something out of the sideboard, like a Lattice or whatever, all the good value cards.
Yeah.
On top of that, you have a lot of top of the library manipulation. So Baby Ugin makes a token that is a spirit of the top card of your library.
Right,
So when you cast and resolve him, you can just put that land into play.
Yeah,
as a 2/2
as
token.
2/2, yeah.
You have Khan Scion of Urza, which also reveal 2 cards from the top of your library and put 1 in your hand, so you just start thinning the top again.
There's
it's
so many
so
neat
much value.
little synergies that just seem to work with each other. I mean, the obvious one we saw was just key untapping Mystic Forge.
Yep.
Letting you like just contain. There was a turn where it looked like you looked at the top like 5 cards of your library. And you just kept exiling them. It didn't even matter.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's also to the fact that I know that Jordan is a control player.
It's true.
So I was going a bit aggressive with my lands.
Totally
on
no
my
quantity
health.
around here.
But in my first round, I was Infect, and again, I just went crazy with my Ancient Tombs.
Yeah, it seems like if they don't have a way to stop your mana, you just get to do whatever you want. Like
That's it.
The Mystic Forge lets you just chain through everything, tear through your deck. It's pretty crazy. We knew this card was powerful in Vintage, but it's pretty crazy to see a Legacy deck making such great use of it.
I mean, Cloudburst is already making a lot of mana.
Yeah,
it plays
absolutely.
four Blast Zones and Buried Ruins. So we're going all in because like Blast Zone is a good way to deal with like just random creatures.
Yep. Yeah. Huge card for that deck, I'd imagine too. That's very sweet.
Really fun.
Sweet.
And if you exile stuff off the Mystic Forge, you can get it back off Khan.
Whoa, very nice.
Khan, Great the Creator, because he gets cards from exile.
Oh, doesn't it have to have a counter on it or something though?
No, that's Scion of Urza.
That's Scion, you're right.
But
so
even that, it's in exile. You can still get it. So with the Scion of Urza says you
No,
You
I see
exile
what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you reveal two cards.
Exile's
One goes in
outside
exile
the
with a
game.
silver counter,
Yeah.
and one goes to your hand. So, but then Great Creator says you can get a card from the sideboard or a card in exile. That's why
Got
people
it.
Time Lords crypt themselves with Khan, so that you can get your whole entire graveyard back into your hand.
That's insane. Wow. I mean, that's just sweet. Legacy's sweet right now. I mean, that's
Legacy's
just
fun.
sweet. Yeah, we had some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else cool about the deck? I mean, we just wanted to kill some time and get you in
Definitely,
here
no.
for
I
chat.
love I love talking cloud posts. It doesn't play any thought knots, which is a bit interesting because I normally really like thought knots.
Right. Obviously, very strong card.
The deck creator is playing Amulet of Safekeeping for some reason. Maybe he's in a Storm meta. I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't
But,
even know that card particularly.
Yeah, it just says like every time you're targeted by a spell, by an opponent or something, they have to pay 1 or counter it.
Okay.
And then also all tokens get -1. So like
yeah, yeah. It's just like the anti. It's
Storm
just
card.
yeah. It just
It's very
completely
random.
blows Storm up. Yeah, that must be like a meta thing, I'd imagine.
I think so, yeah. But it's a cool deck. It's really fun.
Very cool.
All right, thanks, guys.
Sweet. Yeah, thanks for chatting with us, dude.
If you guys want it, just check it out the Facebook group. Someone's posted in the chat.
Yeah. It seems like it's pretty easy to find the list. That group right there is where you can go find it. Dole for Eld.
Yep.
Sweet.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Good luck the rest of the night too. Yeah, sounds like it sounds like we've stumbled onto a little bit of a new 12 post meatball.
Cool.
New spicy one.
Yeah.
Who needs Eldrazi? Apparently,
There's no
none.
Ulamog?
Yeah. So he had one walk-in ballista main, one walk-in ballista side, and that's it. Apparently.
Other than like the Ugin beats.
Yeah. There's the Ugin beats from the 2/2.
Then the lightning.
Yeah, and the lightning
and the
bolt.
bolt.
So both Ugins are win content in and of their own right.
Right. And then there's the Karn Lattice plus.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So really, it makes sense mostly just because like you have to play 60 cards. There's only so much room.
Yeah, I could see playing more the Walking Ballistas potentially. So the nice
Sure.
thing about Walking Ballistas is you can cast it for 0.
Yep. Yeah.
Clear that top off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can just keep going through.
If you just want to like churn through your deck.
Lee was even saying, he was like, it feels weird to play 0 Thought Knots here. Like there's just that card is so good. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can cast
probably
that
some
off the
room.
Mystic Forge.
Oh yeah, there's probably some room for tweaking, but it sounds like wherever this person started off, they were reportedly 9-1 with the one being their own punt on Moto, and not anything that the deck was doing wrong. So yeah, strong strategy. More room for the colorless decks to mess around with all the powerful stuff they've gotten recently.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the legacy post for
Oh yeah.
dates and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because
We do finally have some updates for the 1K series, the former Legacy Preservation series, the now just kind of, I mean, it's something different, but it's still high stakes Legacy tournaments is the main point.
Yeah, so
Just from a branding perspective, think of it differently.
So the short of it is we're not going to have the monthly 1Ks anymore.
Right. Yeah.
At least right now.
At least right now.
But we're getting some 3Ks.
Yes.
And potentially 3+ Ks coming to the Bellevue location.
Yep.
In addition to a few 1Ks
Yeah.
here at the Ballard location.
And they're at a semi-monthly cadence too. So it's like we have a November, we have October, November,
Yeah.
and then no December, but then January, February, no March, and then April, May. So it's like it's like every whatever you call that.
It's almost every month.
It's almost every month, yeah.
But yeah.
It's like almost like every third month there isn't one. I don't know. I don't know what the best way to say that is, but that's the case. It's pretty sweet. I'm excited for the bigger ones out in Bellevue. I think the hope there is that the Ballard location 1Ks, it's much more. Well, it's not much more. It's a 72 cap room, and I mean, what was I trying to say here? Basically, there's not as much room for out of town people to come in and hang out in the Ballard store and spend their whole day here and kind of make a vacation weekend out of it.
Mhm.
Whereas in Bellevue, there's a lot of room in the tournament area, and I think that holding the 3Ks there is meant to attract a larger outside the region audience.
Yeah,
Some Canadians, some Portland people.
I'm
some Oregon
hoping to see the Portland people come out, the Canadians come out.
Yep.
I love when they come out and hang out. We missed them.
Yeah.
Hopefully the
absolutely.
3Ks will get them to come down.
We would love to see everybody from the north and south.
Yeah.
Nasty Nick 925 says he's the dude that went 9-1 with the list. So
Cool.
Seems sweet. Yeah.
Where is it posted?
Our Lady of Annihilation 12 post discussion group.
Okay.
That's a Facebook group, everybody.
Okay.
So search that lovely phrase on Facebook, Our Lady of Annihilation. It's assumedly Invercool.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nick, you got a lot of people feeding for this list in the chat, buddy. So it's really cool that you're here right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So the dates we have right now on the table, and there's pending
Yes.
a couple more
Yeah.
too, is November 12th.
Yep. You'll be the first one.
Or sorry, October 12th. November 16th.
Okay.
January 18th, February 15th, April 11th, and May the 16th.
Okay.
And that's 3K, 1K, 3K, 1K, 3K plus at 1K.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
should be sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that we all just wanted to know kind of how bigger money tournaments would continue on locally
Right.
here in the midst of just some staff change-ups that have been going on at Card Kingdom and such.
Well, I
So,
think
yeah.
Carcane wants to branch out and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
other types of Magic tournaments too. Like we were
Yeah.
12 weekends of Saturday Legacy events.
Yes. Yeah. So
We were spoiled. I'm
yeah,
gonna be
long
honest.
story short is nothing stays the same, but
Yeah.
Legacy doesn't die either. So we're still around. We still have a lot of events to look forward to.
Plus, I hear there's some other places around
Yeah.
here that's doing big things too. There's Puget
Yeah,
Sound
there will
Battleground.
be another Battleground, which we're definitely happy to talk about on here. It's a sweet event that's done by Geek Fortress. Sort of a bigger, somewhere, I think, shooting for somewhere between one of the larger PTQs and like a GP.
Right.
Where it's not as big as a whole GP, but it's definitely bigger than any other Magic event that's going on around you.
Yeah.
And it's a full day. It's a fun full day activity. And this time they're going to be 2 days, actually.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. That'll be a sweet step.
As for Legacy events in the Portland store, Flynn said that they'll have more information as it
Yeah.
comes closer to the opening. So
Yeah, I think I don't know when that is supposed to open.
I don't know if they have an official date yet.
Right. So
announced,
I would imagine that like the Legacy stuff in Portland probably won't start happening until after it's been open for a minute,
Right.
after they've kind of gotten their feet under them and
Right.
stuff like that. But
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to
Yeah.
see like at least a weekly.
yes,
and-
certainly they'll start things out.
Right.
I would guess. I don't know. It's going to be weird. It's going to be new for everybody.
Yeah.
We've never had mocks in Portland
It
before.
would be great to have like a circuit thing.
Yeah,
going.
right. That would be sweet. It'll be cool to know that if you're down in Portland, you can get some cards
Yeah.
easily and all that good stuff.
I mean, hopefully that's also a drive to get the Portland people to come up here more often.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
know, if they have a store down there and these 1Ks and 3Ks are paying out in store credit.
Yes, absolutely.
will.
Might be a little bit of a fun back and forth there, but
Yeah. I mean, I would like to have a reason to go back down to
I think it'd
Portland.
be awesome. Yeah,
Portland's
yeah.
great.
it's super fun, and it's so close to Seattle that it really is like just the easiest place to make a nice weekend or a day trip out of.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Portland. And really, we're just waiting on about 10 minutes left in the round here. So what else has been going on in Legacy? We've had a lot of online tournaments recently. There was an MCQ. There was obviously Legacy.
There's a lot of
Challenge.
Blood Moon, I believe. In that one.
Yes, there was. There was like 2,
It's
I
kind
want
of
to say, in the
the
top 8.
cycle of like Ren and Six was everywhere, and then
Yep.
Depths kind of stepped in and
Yep.
was like, "I'm going to beat all the
Lot-
fair stuff."
Yes, the Hogak depth deck seems to be sticking around, too.
I still need to try that.
Yeah, I
I
was
just
curious as to what your thoughts.
I just got some German Conley Gardens and Sailorwave.
Ooh, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, we have to
Probably
go
need
deep
those
on that
Eldritch
one.
Reclaimers too,
Yeah,
huh?
those two. Yeah. And
But it's been interesting to see that deck stick around.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I'm still not
Yeah.
sold on it,
I'm not so.
but I
mean,
was never sold on the Slow Depths
right,
deck before.
right.
But
But I think what's interesting is like, it's almost like it's like the depths part, or I don't know, like the slow part doesn't matter. What matters is that it's just a free 8/8 deck.
right, yeah.
That's the thing.
No,
It's
yeah.
like Hogak Depths is going to beget 4-color Shardless Hogak
yeah.
is going to turn into Grix. Like,
well, the other thing too is like that deck is just one of the best wall therapy decks.
yeah,
out there.
absolutely.
So at the Geek Fortress event, for the Eternal Wicked
Right,
trial,
you played against.
I played against it, winning it for top
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
and I got lucky as hell to steal game 1.
Whoa, yeah.
I was on the draw.
Yeah.
He turn 1 thought seizes me. My hand is
Right.
Dark Depths, Urborg, 2 Vampire Hexmage, 2 Dark Confidants, and a Sylvan Safekeeper.
Sure.
And he takes the Sylvan Safekeeper. And then next turn he plays Colony Guard, and Cabal Therapy is both Dark Confidants, Sax Therapy gets both Vampire X Mages. So I'm down to
Right.
one card in hand.
Right.
And of course I ripped the third Vampire X Mage
Yeah.
to like
It's a close one.
steal that one.
But
right?
they have, yeah.
But
they
I mean
have
like Cabal Therapy
huge interaction. Yep.
is just insane.
Yeah, I've been very much wanting to keep my eye on / start messing around with the Hogak Alter deck in Legacy because I mean it was obviously Hogak in and of itself is a problem card
Right.
for Modern specifically, and we'll see for Legacy. I mean we have had people predict like big like well known like Bob Wang said, I think this card's going to be banned inside a year.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna happen right away, but I think that free 8/8 tramples are going to end up everywhere eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the thing, I guess the question is like, is the aggro style like
Right.
enough? Like, is like Zombardment
Right.
enough
Yeah.
in the face of Turbo Depths and Storm
Yeah,
and Sneak
absolutely.
and Show and
And that's the thing. It's like it honestly doesn't feel any different than those. I think maybe the big difference it could end up having is like consistency. Just because Hogak's hard to make go away, you need like a Swords to Plowshares basically.
right. I mean, the benefit too that Hogak style deck gets in Legacy is you get Cabal Therapies, like we were talking
Yeah,
about. You get like
yeah.
Him to Torok
Yep.
potentially if you
Yeah.
want to go that route.
But the combo kill with Alter and the ability to set up the like kind of like clear the way for that with Thoughtseize and Cabal Therapy is what's really appealing to me. I
Right.
think about that deck.
Yeah.
Not so much the
Yeah,
like just
fair decks
aggro.
just can't- Well, I mean, there's most fair decks just don't have a chance
Oh, yeah.
against it, right?
No,
Just
yeah,
Gravecaller beats,
Yep.
the Carrion Feeder beats, and then there's also this this free 8/8
it's
in
just
there
this
too,
free
right?
8/8, yeah.
And you can play the combo kill if you want. You could maybe you don't even need that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it's interesting to see where is it more powerful to just put an 8/8 out, or is it more powerful to try and do the Hogak Alter combo?
Right.
Like I do like that aspect of the deck a lot, and I think it's powerful enough to. I mean,
think
it ends the game on the spot in certain
Right.
situations, but
I mean, I wonder if that could even just be like a sideboard plan. Like
right,
I need to go
like
faster.
Maybe you have aggro, and then you can sideboard
Put into
alters.
four altars to
Yeah,
be like,
yeah,
I need
something like
to
that.
combo you turn 2 in this like the Sneak and Show matchup or
Right.
something like that.
But as you said, it's also like a lot of these. I don't know. Like I just played against that weird 4-color Shardless Hogak deck last week, and it was very strange. Granted, I was on humans, and he had a bunch of removal, but just the thought that like this was kind of working, and my opponent was basically playing Grixis Control just with Hogak instead of Gurmag Angler
Okay, that's
was
kind of
kind of frustrating.
That's kinda
Yeah.
There's like tap 2
Um,
Baleful Strix, cast my Hogak.
It was turn 1 Stitcher Supplier, turn 2 Stitcher Supplier. So that's the big one.
Right. Yeah.
But they can also tap Baleful Strix for it, obviously.
Right.
And then they can also
the Shardless.
Yes, yeah, they can tap
Yeah,
Shardless,
'cause
they can
it's
tap
green,
Baleful Strix.
like,
Yes.
yeah.
And then they can fetch Dryad Arbor, obviously.
Yeah.
So there is a sequence of just turn 1 Stitchers, turn 2 fetch Dryad Arbor, and then I think you have 4 in the yard. You still need one
'Cause you
more.
fetch,
You need a
or-
fetch too. So if you have 2 fetch lands and
Sure.
you do that sequence,
You
you
can-
have turn 2 Hogak. You have 5 in the yard.
If you've milled one.
Yeah,
or
if you-
no, and you have.
Yeah,
or
if you
one.
have it in hand or you've milled it.
Yeah, because
right?
you can do anything because nothing matters with Hogak.
It's just insane. Hey, as long as you're not tapping lands. As long as you're not.
Yeah, except for your
It's
Dryad
so-
except for your Dryad Arbor.
Except for your Dryad Arbor, right? It's so crazy. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It is one of those things that just feels like how crazy do people want to get? I think we should keep an eye out for Will's list, or was it Sean? Sean Dinnigan? Or Sean Miller.
Sean Miller.
Sean Miller.
I believe.
We should keep an eye out for Sean Miller in round 3 and see if he's won one. I know he was I know he
I
didn't
think
win
he
his
lost.
first round.
He lost his first round. I
Okay,
think.
yeah. But
Maybe.
it might be fun to just check in on where that whole pile is
Yeah,
going
it looks
right
like
now.
he lost his first round. So.
Yeah, he lost his first round.
He played against Matt, so
I think the deck
Rug
can
Delver.
stumble, but it's just Hogak, man. Someone animate Tar Pit to make Gak.
Oh my god.
It's never gonna stop.
Well, I mean, it could in theory.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what's going to happen in Modern, but
Yeah.
Yeah, how will it? The way I think about it is, once it's banned in Modern, more people will play it in Legacy.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
people will just go, oh, I want to try this, or they'll take their Modern deck and maybe try to play Legacy with it. I
yeah,
don't
I
know
mean,
about
it's the thing
that,
is
but like,
you don't need much,
you
right?
don't need much to convert. Yeah, you really
like,
don't.
Some non-blue
Yeah,
duels.
yeah. Like you could even get away with like,
Yeah.
I mean, you could run the deck with shocks and take your lumps wherever they come.
Right.
But you could just get one Badlands, one Bayou, and have a pretty feasible time
Right.
playing the just the Alter version. I think.
Right. And does the deck play? It plays Bloodgas, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So I
Yeah.
mean, you can get away with things like Undiscovered Paradise because you don't need that
Yep,
much mana.
Absolutely, yeah,
And
yeah. I've
so-
seen some of those in lists.
Yeah.
They're very, very handy with the blood gas.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything like that, it's not a huge step up to get into the format. In fact, it's probably a pretty good like entryway. If I'm a modern player with Hogak built and they ban
Yeah.
Hogak, and I already have a bunch of these cards, and it's only not that much more to get the non-dual legacy cards that I need.
Yeah.
Where else will Kali Garden be playable after the ban? Yeah, right.
Not Legacy.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I might
don't
need
know.
to try out the list.
I
but,
think I just think 8/8 tramplers are really strong. That's it.
I
That's all I
think
can say.
Delve is strong.
Yeah.
Delve
Also, just stop with
is
the Delve.
strong.
Convoke is sweet. Delve is way not sweet.
No, Delve is
not sweet
not
at
okay.
all. Yeah, not okay at all.
Yeah.
And I think that was the honestly like, I do remember when I first saw the spoiler and I saw Convoke Delve. I was like, I get it. That's cute. But like, did we not learn our lessons here? Like, why did what?
Yeah, it needed to be like
What?
Delve
12.
eight green,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or like,
like-
it needed to have like at least like triple hybrid, right?
Yeah, maybe like 5 triple hybrid or
Yeah.
like 8 green or like 10 green
Yeah.
even like just an absurd.
Yeah, I mean that's always the
Absurd
question: is like,
cost.
what would Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time need to cost?
Yeah, to
be like,
remotely like fair.
yeah, because it's like,
15 blue.
yeah, because like Treasure Cruise, it has to be in like the 10 blue
Yeah, absolutely.
range,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
yeah.
be made,
Yeah.
and it still might be busted then.
I would wonder. You have to wonder what exact number would push it.
Yeah.
From super fine to
Yeah,
just not playable. Like I don't know. It's interesting. I definitely remember when the card was spoiled because the funniest thing to me about both of those cards, Dig and Treasure, is that they came out at the end of spoiler season. They weren't like exclusively previewed cards. They were just dumped in with the rest of the stuff.
Right.
And everybody was like, "Wait, what?" And then I remember hearing at the time, especially because I was newer to Comp Magic, people were voicing opinions of like, that's way too much.
Right.
When are you ever going to delve 7 spells from your graveyard
Yeah.
or 7 cards from your graveyard? That's insane. You're gonna die to Splinter Twin before that could happen.
Yeah.
Or whatever the heck they would say.
yeah.
And it's just like, no, like not at all.
Turns out
No.
people are wrong.
Yeah, it turns
about
out fetch lands, cantrips.
Yeah. Turns out people
at
are
the
just
time,
bad at-
Phyrexian mana spells.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking
yeah.
of mistakes,
Yeah, absolutely.
the two worst mechanics: Phyrexian mana,
And Delve.
Delve.
Yeah.
by far.
Free mana is just not good for anybody.
No.
Also, BG, yeah, if it was 1 black, 1 green even, it would be a more restrictive card. Even that. Like, instead of hybrid, if it was like gold, 1 black, 1 green,
Yeah.
that would at least be something that they couldn't,
you would have to really
yes,
build around,
yeah,
right?
it would be more build around. Instead of just like, double Stitcher Supplier or this Baleful Strix that I'm already casting.
Right.
Or whatever. Like, yeah. Yeah, pretty crazy. Mario did admit it was a mistake.
I mean,
It's hard not to.
It's good. It's good. There is like
Yeah,
it's good
yeah,
for them
yeah.
to print mistakes every
Yep.
now and then. Like
Yeah,
it
no,
means
it's
that they're pushing.
That's basically what someone asked on Blogatalk. They were like, "Yeah, what happens whenever you guys actually break something?" And he's like, "Oh, we make mistakes all the time. Our latest one was a black-green hybrid creature."
Okay, I want to see this.
Yeah, what do we got?
I want to see table 1
Oh, I like it.
because I want to see this.
Yeah, I want to see that too. Actually,
Yeah.
let's do it. Lock it in.
Yep.
Here, I get the headset. Going to be Joey France, who I believe has just been playing a lot of fast depths. Yeah. Up against Nick Ragazzo's Elves with Days. So that'll be weird. Probably not bad against the Depths deck, as long as he dazes the right spells. We are going to get Nick up in here as well. All right, perfect. Players are dialed in. Sounds like we are getting people to go. Sweet. All right, perfect.
All right, I think it's gonna be the other way around.
Okay, we can do that. Sorry. And then, so yeah, this is Elves with Daves.
Yes.
All
Yep.
right. Spicy.
And
dice.
turbo. Yeah.
Turbo dice. I like just let's take it down to the match.
Yeah.
All right. So what I guess
Yes.
why?
I don't know.
Well, okay.
Uh,
What's going on here, Nick Urgasso?
So Nick, we feature him a lot.
Oh yeah,
He plays elves
a lot,
constantly.
so much.
Like he was the only one
Yep.
at the Invitational who's like, screw it, I'm playing.
Yep. He
Playing
brought
elf.
like weird chaos elves or whatever.
Yeah, so he's been playing the Chaos Elves, the Mirror Entity Elves
Yep.
a lot
Yeah,
lately.
yeah.
He's been trying to make Legacy Blue-Green Legacy Opposition Squirrels work in the past.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe this is kind
Maybe
of the
this is an
consensus
attempt. Yeah.
that deck is not really in a great position, but maybe you can do Elves with Days.
Elf opposition with Days. All right, excited to see how this goes. It seems like Days would give Elves a level of interaction in this matchup that they normally don't really have, right?
Right. Oh, Coiling Oracle. That's interesting.
Aha! That is a blue elf. But Nick is gonna mulligan. Joey has a keeper.
That is a snake elf, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like three things. It's like a snake elf shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, something nuts like that. All the Simic creatures, they get way cute with
Yeah.
creature types. Yeah.
Right.
Snake elf druid. Yeah, something like that. It's definitely a snake and an elf. We know that part.
Yeah, because that like makes sense.
Yeah. Snake tail, pointy ears.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. It's definitely a good start for Nick. Easy bottom. Second
Yeah.
guy is Cradle. Oh, everybody gets their hands up there. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you, gents. And Joey's going to Thoughtseize. That's how it starts.
And there's a glimpse. Green Sun Zenith. Nettle Sentinel. Wirewood Symbiote.
Yeah, pretty typical
great.
Elves hand. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously the Trop stands out,
Yeah.
but Green Sun
Interesting.
Zenith, yeah, seems like a pretty good nap there.
Of course.
But as I say that,
Don't you know, like, Thoughtseize, like, 50% of the time vamps your opponent?
Such a bad card, yeah.
The exact card.
Vamp to your opponent. Oh, man. Isn't that always how you want it to go?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh.
Cool.
Joey says, great, cool.
Oh, so this is what it's like, being on the other... Oh.
Oh, wow. It's almost like you don't get to play much Magic at all.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What's Nick got? Does he have a way to
Oh, we
bounce?
should have had, like, a backup matchup. But...
Oh, wow.
All right. Glimpse turn. I think he was supposed to take the Glimpse there. Because, yeah, Glimpse is the only way you lose. Oh no, we're getting it.
Oh, jeez.
When the Elves player gets out the Abacus,
Right? Uh-oh.
nothing good happens.
Oh, jeez. Yep. Oh, shortcutting the untap from the Nettle Sentinel there.
Yeah. Shortcutting it again.
Yeah. He's explaining this Nettle Sentinel untaps every time I cast a green thing. But I think he's going to run out.
Yeah, I mean, he can Wirewood Symbiote to get a decent amount of mana and draw a card. Oh, Visionary was a good draw. I believe that was Visionary.
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing floating now. Draw two.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
That was unfortunate.
Because I don't think he can get up to Heritage Druid mana again. So he's got to just untap a single elf, it looks like. Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, he can't bounce the.
Oh, but he has the, yeah.
He can't bounce the. Yeah. He can't bounce the Visionary to do
Yeah.
that, right? So he has 2 mana floating. Okay. No mana floating. I assume this is going to get another Wildwood Symbiote.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna let Nick continue a little bit here, right? He's gonna untap the Heritage
Yeah.
Druid again.
I assume we're going to, repeat.
Yep.
I don't. This time we might bounce the. The Visionary.
And then we make 3 more with
3
the Metal
mana.
Sentinel.
Yeah. 1 floating.
Yep.
Draw 2.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And Nettle Sentinel, nothing floating. 3 mana. Birch Lore, untap both.
Wow.
2 mana.
That is
Ooh.
the hoof.
I think he's stuck.
Yeah, that's not great.
I think.
You have to go for it, but it can end that way.
Yeah.
Joey is left with nothing to do but attack.
That was close.
Yeah, it was close, yeah. He does have the step.
Dress you.
Okay.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah. Nick says, all right, you got me.
All right.
Oh, wait, other way around.
Yep.
Joey up 1 game.
Yep. Sideboard.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I'll get our clock up.
Close enough.
Close enough, yeah, about 20 seconds off.
So I don't think. So Joe is actually talking to me about sideboard plans for this. I don't think he's playing Plague Engineer.
I did actually see him, yeah. I saw him right before the match talking to someone else, and the moment I saw he had him to 2 rocks.
I told him to put him to Taurus
Okay.
instead.
So I don't know if that is necessarily coming in here, but that's one thing
I don't think that's
know.
what you'd want in the matchup. But
Okay. Are those
definitely, I've
for
definitely been
combo?
packing 2
Yeah.
Plague Engineers, and oh boy, is that a
very good in this matchup, I can imagine.
yeah. So this matchup I always has been kind of on the tough side, right?
Sure.
Because you're probably an average turn 4 kill,
Right.
Because you're turn 3
Interacting.
So I mean, if you get a good hand like this on the
Right.
play, you get turn 2.
Right.
But I mean, like, look at that. If he was on the draw, he was dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so because you need a combat step as a depths player, whereas the elves player can get at least just like glimpse and then hasty.
Yep.
Crater hoof and kill you in one
Right
shot.
away, yeah.
Right. I'd say elves is generally favored until turning of Plague Engineer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Big
definitely
Engineer
feel-
has helped shift quite a few matchups in the format recently.
right.
I mean, jeez, I'm just trying to think. It's hard to justify playing a lot of the creature decks right now,
Yeah.
just because people really don't
Okay.
like playing against Rain and 6 and Plague Engineer.
That's interesting. I don't know exactly what Nick is boarding in, but he's boarding out a little bit of each combo, boarding out some of the dazes, which aren't that good.
Shaving a lot of 1-ups, it looks
Okay.
like.
Okay. Thoughtseize
Flusterstorm's
is-
Thoughtseize Veil.
Veils.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so
Veils
that card
Veils really good. Yeah.
has been very good lately.
Flusterstorm's good. And then the Dwynen as a way to
Ooh.
block.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So if you get the Dwynen plus Wirewood Symbiote,
Yeah.
you
just
got infinite blocks.
Infinite blocks forever.
Which is why you should never take out your Sujiri Step.
Ah.
Nick, I believe, is also playing, because I believe you saw it in his opening 7,
Right.
Archon of Valor's Reach. Man,
Oh,
which is
sure.
Another
He's a
way
very
to,
big fan of that card, yeah.
which is another thing that can block the Merit Lage.
Yeah, with like a symbiote or something. Or just block it. Oh, is it an indestructible creature?
No,
Okay.
but like if
But-
you just need to fade a turn,
Absolutely, yeah. It's all you need with elves a lot of the time.
right?
Graceland saying he has to be playing Leo. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he that was in one of his cuts.
Yeah, okay.
So
Not necessarily for this matchup, but certainly
No.
going to be in the deck, yeah.
what if he's like even playing the Bayou or just playing the Trops? Because he has Burst Floors. He could be all in on Burst
Right.
Floors.
Well, he did have Thoughtseizes
Oh,
too,
that's
right?
true. So he's
yeah,
probably-
I bet one by you.
It's probably just Bug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bug Elves.
All right.
Still a lot of good black splash cards you get.
Yeah. So Merit Lage though.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Pretty strong right now.
I think so. So I know certain folk in the local Seattle community are going deep in the tank on miracles and
Oh.
trying to.
So I have seen a couple Tim Wilder lists start popping up in the deck dumps lately.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Moto deck
He's been deep on trying to solve the miracles problem.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's been doing pretty well with the deck.
I guess
so.
yeah. I don't think I haven't looked too closely at his current lists.
But there's a lot.
What's the tech? What's going on there?
I mean, he's got to have ways to deal with Turbo Depths, but really it's all the Planeswalker,
Yeah.
the Ren and Six, the Delvers.
Right, that's what I meant. Like the 4C Delvers and the 4-color Loams of the world and the 4-color Piles of the world. Those decks all seem like kind of a clunker for miracles.
Right. And so I mean, you have common outs like Celestial Purge, just
Yeah.
more Council's Judgment, things like that. The thing is trying to find the right balance of because you don't want to just like throw away your Storm matchup or something like that in the process.
Torrential Gearhulk, I would highly recommend going to cardkingdom.com and hitting up their support page. We unfortunately don't know the answers to that question. We're just volunteer casters here.
Yeah.
But their support team rules, a bunch of nice people, and I'm sure they will get back to you ASAP.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, waiting on game 2 here. Hopefully it's a little bit more of an interactive one, but both of these decks are doing quick kills, so we'll see what happens.
Right.
Oh,
Well-
splashing green for Veil of Summer out of Miracles. That's interesting.
There's been talk of that.
I've heard of that, yeah. There's also been, Squadron Hawks happening in Legacy lately.
Squadron Hawks, Satyr Wayfinders.
All sorts of nonsense going
Yeah.
on. The draft is clearly out in
Have you
force.
seen the Maverick Depths deck?
Yes, it's actually pretty sweet. The,
the,
green white, yeah.
Chikora is one.
It's 4 Reclaimer, 4 Knight, 4 Satyr Wayfinder.
For Giver Runes.
Yes,
Specifically
specifically.
Giver Runes, because actually it's better there.
Yeah.
It plays a couple Tomic too,
Tomic is great right now. Yep.
and protects your lands.
Yep, protects your lands and messes with the opponent. Yeah,
Yeah.
that list is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Is there anything else with the Giver of Runes that I'm missing other than just being a 1/2?
Caracas. It gives protection from colorless.
Right.
Yeah.
That's huge for Merit Lage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So a real good one there.
Yeah.
Squawks plus Force of Virtue is super hot. Everyone, yeah. I love it.
That's easy. Oh, is that the veil? He's a Veil in hand.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Bit unlucky, but it does look like he mulliganed quite a bit. So
Yeah, that's a mold of 5, it looks like.
yeah.
I think you just have to take a glimpse. As always, glimpse is like the worst card for
Right?
you.
Why would you ever want? Yeah.
I mean, if you have like
Granted, yeah. Your opponent's only
Yeah.
drawing 1 card off the glimpse.
Well,
After making a land drop, right?
Well,
Or no,
you-
not after making a land
no.
drop. Right. So that's dangerous.
so yeah, when you draw off glimpse, it could be a creature, and then you can
and then it's
cast
just-
said creature.
Yeah. And then you're never gonna run out.
Okay, he's gonna take the Veil.
But he's just choked on mana. Is Nick right now?
Yeah, that
okay.
was.
Symbiote, go.
Huh. Oh, are we? I mean, like, if Joey has a follow-up discard spell, this kind of makes sense.
Right.
Dark Depths? Oh?
Just
Or are
have
we just
it.
doing it
We're
again?
just doing it?
Okay. Oh.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
There's the
Oh,
veil.
he drew another one. Okay. Okay. No, so that makes total sense, right? You take the Veil.
And then you try to hit him.
Yeah.
Of course. But of course, this is twice in a row for Joey now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Quite the draw.
Quite the draw indeed. Pretty good him to 2-rock.
Him? No thanks. I'll just draw a card.
Yeah.
Oh.
Him me, no thank you. Him you.
Yeah, it's Joey.
We feel the frustration in the booth, Joe.
back to back. Thoughtseize,
Yeah.
vamp it to the top of your deck. Man.
What a bad card.
Thoughtseize, unplayable.
Unplayable. Oh, Magic's fun. All right, what do we got? Nick is carefully considering his options.
I think he's considering. So I think he drew Dryad. Yeah, Dryad Arbor, which is awkward. That's not the land you want to draw. Nor is it the creature you want to draw.
Yeah, no.
So I think he's just trying to hopefully. Oh, and there's a thoughts. Want a Thoughtseize again? Takes that glimpse so that we know that there's a glimpse on top of his
Right?
deck.
Yeah, I was about to say. I want to just give set up the next turn here.
I don't see any. You see any green mana from Joey? Because I know he has like a Sylvan Scrying in hand.
Right. Oh yeah, I don't see any in hand.
Thoughtseize. Definitely take the glimpse. Yeah. Oh, no,
wait,
there's
got
plenty of
fetches.
stuff.
Yeah, he's got.
Oh, this is a Sylvan Safekeeper
Yeah.
in hand and a Sylvan
and a scrying. Yeah, both of them.
I'll fetch
Scrying maybe here. Yeah,
and
looks like it.
get like a land and scry. Yeah.
Yep, I think we're gonna be searching up the other half of the
Get a
combo here.
Bayou. Get this thing called Thespian Stage.
Yeah. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Beats for 3.
Yeah, and that's it for Nick. So really hoping to draw a nice one in this next turn.
Yeah, he really needs like. Is it natural order or bust?
I think so. Well, I mean, like, he can't chain off of anything. He could draw Visionary and then find something. But yeah, as far as ways to actually beat 2020 into a single turn, I think it has to be. Yeah.
Safekeeper. Yep.
Yeah.
Safekeeper pass.
Probably better there for Joey. Interesting. What do you get? What do you get? He could play Hoof. I mean, he can't get to Hoof mana yet.
I think he can.
Oh, he can? 1, 2,
4,
wait, so
5,
1, 2,
6,
3,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
You're right. He's close. He's super close.
No,
And with the Wirewood, yeah.
He has Hoof mana with.
Yeah. Okay.
Joey, what? So the other thing too, Joey was supposed, I think, to do it on his turn because Nick had no cards in hand, and some of these decks play Assassin's Trophy.
yeah.
But I don't think Nick was.
I mean, he missed his window if he was. Joey's gonna say, "I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna attack." Okay.
right.
Nothing from Nick there.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. It is a 2-0 kind of night right now.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go see.
Yeah.
Hopefully this time.
Go
we can-
corral. Go whip some players up into the broadcast booth here. Hopefully, yeah. It's only 30 minutes left, so we should have some matches still in progress, well in progress. And yeah, we just want to get more matches on camera for you folks at home. We have been really knowing how to pick them tonight. Just a bunch of 2-0 steamrollers, really. I think if you go back into any of the matches that we've had so far, that has been the story. So that is also how the game gets played sometimes. So I wouldn't say that we've done anything wrong. We've just rolled the dice. It's been a minute since it's happened like this, though. Easton loves his band depths. I don't know. All right.
We got a good one.
Sweet.
We got Chris Wessel and Lauren Mulligan.
Oh, excellent. Those are two very good players.
Yes.
What is Chris Wessel on this? Oh yeah, I know what he's on. He's on Jund.
And he's up a game.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. I used to play a lot of Jund, or a little bit anyway. All right, we're gonna get everything dialed in here with the Jund. God, it feels good to type that.
Does it? Does it really?
Feels
Perfect.
Feels better than typing 4-color red.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Chris Wessel and Lauren Mulligan, two
Yeah.
seasoned legacy players around the area, and you said Chris is up a game.
Yes.
Perfect. So this will be game 2. We'll have Lauren on the play, and yeah,
Good stuff.
absolutely.
And Lauren's deck is beautiful.
Yeah, it's one of the most cared for and thoughtfully put together decks that we have in the area. I think it is definitely a labor of love for Lauren. Hunter says Lauren likes to beat the hell out of me with that Lance deck. Same here, bud. I don't think I've played 3 turns of Magic against Lauren in a while.
Oh,
I think
really?
I get 20/20'd so quick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like a lot of
I guess I've gotten lucky.
a lot of matchups. I mean, I used to play a Knight of the Reliquary deck against Lauren.
Oh,
We had more interactive games there. But
Yeah.
even then, it would be like we'd go to game 3 and then she would have the Mana Bond turn 1 20/20,
Oh.
and I just would be able to look at my 3-mana Knight, go cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, lands. I mean, that's one of the cool things about it. It is a control deck. It can grind. It can also go extremely fast.
Yeah, the old
So
combo control.
yeah, exactly. Quite a nice set of options you get when you sign up to play this deck.
Right.
Chris Wessel bringing playing his Baleful Strix mat with his non-Baleful Strix deck, which you
Yeah.
got to respect a little bit here.
I
Really
mean,
showing you what the true spirit of Baleful Strix is
right.
black, red, and
I mean,
green.
Baleful Strix is basically a Jund card.
Pretty much a Jund card. Yeah, let's not lie. All right. Looks like a pretty fast start for Lauren with a diamond, and at least a couple good lands. But turn 1, there goes the Tabernacle, and we just have 2 mana. But there is a gamble in the hand.
There's a gamble in hand.
So the gamble machine is going to...
I'm surprised we didn't have the turn 1 gamble.
Yeah, interestingly, Lauren neglecting to gamble here. Instead, just going for the port you, and then I think maybe now she'll try to deploy. Maybe just waiting.
Wait, is there this Tyler's tracker in hand? Okay.
Yeah, Lauren recently was saying that she was doing sideboard mapping for this deck with a friend, and that Tireless Tracker comes in every single sideboard match, post-board match. Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right,
You
Mountain
always
Forest
assume.
from the Jund side of things.
Okay, and
Yeah.
that is going to be the case here. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Tireless Tracker is just like the perfect sideboard card for it.
It's so
right?
good, yeah. And there's the red mana for gamble.
Yep.
That's going to be a pretty nice one there. Meanwhile,
Loam? Looks like we got Loam.
Christopher Wessel has a forest and a mountain.
Yep. Huh.
All right.
And that is a summer forest too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, Chris Wessel gets 3 mana.
What is going to happen over here? It looked like there was a Fairy Macabre in his hand. That's a nice way to deal with the loam.
Yep. Bit of a reactive sideboard card, obviously, but oh, he does have Wrenn and 6.
Okay.
It doesn't look like he has anything particularly great to do with it, and it would also die to this Tireless Tracker.
Yeah.
And that's the problem here. So we're edicting first. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I know. And now we're set up to deal with the first loam. And then he can set up Wrenn Wasteland
Yes.
Lock.
Yeah, that's the idea, I think, is we're gonna try to nab this loam, because we obviously assume that that's what Lauren got with Gamble. Oh, but of course.
She drew
of
another.
Course, yeah. This is the story of our stream today.
Yeah, it's off the top.
Off the top all day.
Like if we
Kill a card off the top.
If
Take
this
a card
gets
off the top.
if this gets put up on YouTube, just rename it off the top.
Off the top. That'll be that would definitely be this week's episode name.
All right, Abrupt Decay to
Cool.
end.
That's a good answer, though. Yeah. Chris Wessel still able to fight, still able to try to set up the same thing he was going for. But wait, when did he Abrupt Decay? Not at his instep? No,
Is that
was-
like
no,
upkeep?
that's just his turn, yeah.
Or is
He must have done it in his upkeep, yeah.
just like, I'm just going to do this no matter what?
Yeah, it must be. Just, I mean, it makes sense. You can't
Yeah.
let it last, but... All right. Lauren playing very diligently, too, here, obviously.
Oh, Decay in response to port. Okay. Yep.
Thanks.
We're off on our own,
Yep,
own
thank
lane,
you.
and yeah, that makes
Makes all the sense.
yeah.
Yep. And here is the low.
Loam for Forest and Tabernacle.
Yep. And now, Chris could just try to crack this. I guess it's like, yeah, what do you do here? Do you try to draw your card off of the Nile
Well-
Spellbomb with untapping your mana? Or do you just go for it here? Oh, yeah, okay. I see this too.
So yeah, I kind of like wasting port
Wasting
here.
first. Yep.
Waste port.
Lauren gonna decide what to do in response. Crack a clue, sounds good.
Yeah.
Use that mana. And dredge life from the loam. Wow, okay. So Chris would have had a response to crack a clue there, I think, if he wanted to nip the loam. But he seems like he was good with that.
I mean, Lauren could crack a second clue in response to it.
Yeah.
So, all right. I see your land recursion plan and raise you my own.
Yep. Bold new Ren and 6 world here.
Yeah. I'm gonna crack second clue.
Wow.
What do we got in hand? Not a lot, other than that life from Laurel.
Right. But I mean, that's really all that
Yeah.
needs to be going on. It's just going to mean that Chris is going to get a couple turns of fighting through it. Because now he can attempt to macabre the life away as
Yeah.
long as he doesn't think Lauren has like a cycle land in hand. But that is obviously the tricky part.
Right.
Is that draw?
Inquisition,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, now we know.
Yeah. Now I would
I
probably
would
just try to snap.
Yeah, I would just snap, take those. Both of them, might as
Yeah,
well.
why? This says 2 cards. Might as well.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, no, Tarmogoyf.
Oh, Chris is smart. Chris
Yeah.
knows what's up. Very smart.
Oh, well, he had a Nihil Spellbound in his own graveyard anyway, so
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
doesn't hurt. 'Cause that Mox Snap is not doing anything.
I was about to say. I think he's just going. Surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lauren has Bog in the deck.
There's no reason to take it, which is why.
Right. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Brandon 6 ticking up.
John's looking in a really good spot here.
Yeah. He's successfully navigated the turns of kind of Lauren powering out stuff. Timely removal spells for both Tireless Trackers.
Right.
Right.
I mean, but those are kind of cards like you expected him to leave in.
Yeah. Oh, a Peatland too. This is a cool
Yeah.
one with Ren and 6. That'll be fantastic for Chris here.
Was that the only land in the graveyard, apparently?
Wow. Yeah, after Lauren's, Chris has not fetched at all this game.
Yeah.
He's at 21 even. There you go.
There we go.
Well timed.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this Ren is just ticking up. It's just getting all the value. This Tarmogoyf's going to start to get in. Things aren't looking good for the land side. Lauren's playing the Savannah, I see, so she's probably still on the Hall of Helios
Yes.
Generosity plan.
Yeah. I know she's been really enjoying that card. lets you get back all the enchantments you potentially mill over with Life in the Loam. That's
Abrupt-
going to be yeah.
It has a target. Might
It
as
does
well.
have a target, indeed. Yeah.
Uh,
And then this is going to be a smash for 8. It looks like.
yeah.
Yeah. I did see also Glacial Chasm got nabbed in that
It's
that
oh, yeah.
exile
Yeah.
group of lands. It was milled over previously.
Right.
So even other outs that we might be able to think of here, like lands doesn't typically run 2, right? 2 Glacial Chasm. Like that'd be crazy.
No.
Yeah. So even potential outs that she could crop rot into are not in this game.
Stuff. Chris take up his Renin 6?
He might have forgot.
Okay.
Did he not? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we saw. It was definitely a 5 last turn too. This does happen.
Yeah. I don't think it matters. I think he has a lightning bolt in hand.
Yeah.
So I think.
Yeah. Exactly. Not doing a ton here, but yeah.
Yeah.
Neither is Tabernacle of Pendrel Vale, of course, especially with Wasteland of the Battlefield. And it looks like it's going to get what, rotated now? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thespian Stage. That makes sense, of course.
That was dangerous though. Like
yeah.
with rotate, that was depending on what else is in Chris's hand. That was a way
Yeah.
Lauren could have
potentially.
stolen that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me tell you, as someone, I don't want to give this away, but I'm going to for you guys in chat because I like you, chat. When you're playing versus depths, just leave the wasteland up.
Just leave it.
Don't get tempted by the other
Oh,
ones.
I've learned this lesson myself a couple times. Enough times for me to never make it again.
Yeah.
Whatever you think is worth tapping the wasteland for.
Or just wasting another land.
Right, yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
I can take him off something.
Yeah, it's like nope, don't
Nope.
get tricked. Don't get tricked.
Yeah, the Jund list looks sweet. I think
It is,
Jund
yeah.
might actually be.
I've been definitely like constructing some lists. I've been talking with other people about it a little bit. I know someone who plays a lot of like Maverick and 4-color Loam tried it in the challenge this weekend and ended up going like 4-4.
Okay.
I think it still just has certain deck building challenges that are less to do with like anything with the card pool that's available to Jund and more to do with like the format, I guess.
Sure.
Like strictly choosing to play Jund colors only.
Right.
I do think that with Ren, I don't think it's like unplayable. I think it definitely has some legs. And what I'm curious about is if there's a version that is a sort of Jund Mox Diamond, but not. Well, yeah, I guess it would have to be. I feel like I'm just talking my way into the Jund Sylvan Plug list, basically. You know, it's like why? Like I would like just play that deck or play 4-color Loam, play a Chalice deck.
I mean, I was exploring Jund depths for a bit, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no real reason to do it over Turbo, I think.
Yeah.
But if you wanted another slow depths variant, playing 4 Renin 6 main, let me tell you.
Yeah,
it's
and
great.
QC pointing out exactly what I said. That's aggro Loam.
Yeah.
Or
that Bara-
it's the 5C or the Jund like Green Sunset list. That's
Right.
Turn 1 Trinisphere deck basically. Turn 1
Right.
Trinisphere, turn 1 Chalice.
The one with like a bunch of
just all 1-ups.
and like some ancient tombs.
Yeah.
And,
So it's like it's got Ancient Tombs, it's got 4 Rens, it's got like 4 Decays, I think.
yeah,
and then
got a
it's
bunch
just
of tireless
all-
trackers.
Yeah, tireless trackers, all these sweet Green Sun cards. I do think that like there's something. I do think if you play Jund, they are. Oh, yeah. If they're all, I think that was it, right?
Yeah,
That was
match.
crazy. That was match. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, if you have 17 minutes. That'd
Oh,
be
do we have another match?
have potentially? It sounds like Lee's gonna step in
Oh,
and
okay.
go look for someone.
Okay,
Big shout out to Lee.
cool.
Yeah, I got swept away there talking about Jund. Didn't even notice Chris taking the match down.
Yeah.
I do think that if you play 4 Hymn to Turok and 4 Renin 6, like, you can probably do some sweet stuff and
Do some
with
damage.
Legacy. Yeah, you can probably do some damage in this
Yeah.
format, definitely. But you might still just have a rough time against the same types of like Jund has a really rough time against Sneak and Show, has a really rough time against any kind of like
That's
not
what I was thinking.
Storm
Something
combo
like
deck, I guess.
something like a depths deck
Yeah,
might
yeah.
split the difference there.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, but historically that has been the though.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
no worries, no worries.
So, I mean,
Bring it back here.
the matchup's not going to be great versus something like Sneak and Show, but it's a deck that's always had Lakens. Like, the thoughts, a bunch of discard, gain
Yeah,
one,
no,
and being able to
absolutely.
board into, like, Duress and Pyroblast
I
in
do
the
think,
post board.
yeah, I do think that like if you're playing Jund and your opponent's playing 4-color, like you might actually end up being in a good spot because you have like Punishing Fire, you have um, presumably like your mana base is slightly stronger, and thus you should be able to leverage your Ren and Sixes like to kind of like basically like you can get Ren and Six and Wasteland online before the 4-color deck can, maybe.
If
I
you're playing
don't
Mox
know.
Diamonds, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, definitely if you're playing Mox Diamonds. That's why I think the Loam deck has honestly just been pretty good right now. It's
I think it's a
slowly
good spot.
evolving into less of a Loam deck and more of a Ren deck. You know?
Yeah, I mean, that would. I think that's the place to go. Like,
I think
maybe
it
get
is,
away
yeah.
with one Loam or something like that.
That's what's been happening. Is
Okay.
right now we have they'll play still one Green Sun, one Loam, but it's like 3 Liliana, 3 Ren and 6. Like
Yeah.
those are the cards you want to be casting a lot right now.
I don't know. I'd almost say 4 Ren
Yeah.
and 6 before I start thinking about Loam.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, a lot of the people, from what I know, a lot of the people that play the deck, it's hard to get them totally off of Loam. It has obviously so many
Right.
implications as a
Right.
tool for the deck. But what I think we're finding in practice as like a whole month goes on and as 2 months go on since Modern
Yeah.
Horizons or whatever is that like Ren and 6 is going to end up doing a lot of that same work. Like,
I mean, it's nice to have at least
yeah.
one. It's a way to dig faster through your deck that Ren
exactly.
doesn't do.
Yeah, it's the one thing that like basically that's the one big argument
Right.
is that it is still drawing 3 cards when you
Right.
want, when you're looking for certain
It also
ones.
is also uncounterable.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All the
all the nice little things.
right.
So QC says 2-2 still best. I mean, I'm talking to someone who used to think that, and now they're on 3-1. So I'll just say that, like, data-wise, I'm keeping track of who likes what, and it's
Okay.
shifting.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't play enough to formulate my own opinions about that deck, but I definitely know people who do, and I will definitely like chew their ears off about why they're making the decisions that they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it is interesting. I do think that deck's going to be strong. I think it's well positioned for Atlanta. I think if you're prepared to grind,
Yeah.
Mox Diamond into Ren and 6 is a really good place to be.
Yeah.
Whether it's from lands or from the loam, the kind of like Jundy end of it. Both of those decks I think are sincerely great right now. Please convince everyone to play lands. Sincerely yours, a Maverick player. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even know how great the matchup is anymore. Like, Knight is sweet, but they have Blast Zone now. So like,
Yeah, they do.
they have to. I guess you can. No, you can. Knight still beats Blast Zone, but because you can waste their Blast Zone when they tap to add
Yeah.
counters to it.
Yeah.
But it's just there's so much more. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't been playing much Maverick lately, QC. I've been on the humans train, but
We might get some more hyper on camera.
I'd be definitely down. Yeah, for sure.
I think Greg is going around seeing if someone wants to play.
What do we think? I think Squawk Texas is probably not that bad, but I also don't think it's that good. I guess is kind of how I feel
think
about it.
I think if that's where you're going, but like, is D&T in that bad of a spot?
Yeah,
That's where people
no,
are
like,
going.
Well,
I mean, but yeah,
yes and no. There's a lot of interesting. If you like pay attention to the right people, you'll hear a lot of talk about this kind of thing. It's not that bad against a lot of the cards that people say are a nightmare for it. It's to be more accurate would be to say it's kind of annoying to play D&T right now.
Yeah.
It's not unplayable. If you have recourse to both of those cards.
is Miracles in a bad spot or just out of favor? So I think for that is Miracles. So the format is still in such flux right now
Yes.
that picking a Miracles list to go, because I think Miracles has the tools. It just doesn't know what it needs to be fighting.
Right, yeah, it needs to be tuned.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It needs to be tuned, and the format needs to sort of settle down, right?
That's true.
Is it going to be
yeah.
a Delver format? Is it going to be a Hogak format?
Right.
Is it going to be,
Yeah. Is it going to be
Is combo
going to
come out somewhere?
4-color format?
Rick challenged you that.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
get in
yeah,
there,
yeah.
get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to have some commentary exhibition here.
I talk.
Perfect.
Oh, what's that?
All right. Perfect. Guest commentator Christopher Wessel. Congratulations on your win on camera
Hello?
there.
Hey, yeah, thanks.
Thank you for keeping it real for all the Jund aficionados
It's
out
important
there.
to revisit Jund
Yes.
once a year or so to make sure it's still not playable.
I think that is absolutely how I
think
feel.
I'm doing a public service.
You are. You're doing me. You're absolutely doing me a favor right now. So I appreciate it personally, and I know I'm not the only one watching. Probably.
I played against Turbo Devs round 1, and I had played Weather the Storm, so I was at 35 life,
Yeah.
and my opponent made a 20-20, and I go, okay, I got 2 outs, and I tap the deck, and he just looks me in the face, and he goes, I've played Jund before. This is the turn you draw him to Torak. And I looked at my top card, and it was him to Torak. And I was like, well, this deck.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
All right.
So we have Hyper Extended here.
Oh yeah. I don't know anything about what's going on here.
So I learned about this format about half an hour ago, and
Excellent.
I don't know, have we had this on camera yet today?
Once
Okay.
today. We had Elves versus High Tide.
So it's,
I don't know what we have now.
the legality is black border Magic sets up
Yep.
until but not including 8th edition.
Yes.
So this includes my favorite block of
Oh,
Magic.
and also no core sets is what Mike
Oh,
told
no
me.
core
Yeah,
sets?
that's what Mike told me.
Okay, black border sets.
Right, yes.
So that would make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So Onslaught, my favorite block of Magic, that was the block I started with. I started in 7th edition, so Onslaught was my first release.
Right on.
You get to play all the sweet cards from Arcadian Mass. You get to play all the broken Urza cards. And I have it on good authority that we're going to see some Argothian Enchantresses,
Yes.
Enchantress Presence. Almost
We
the
definitely have
entirety.
some hyper-extended Enchantress. I don't know what Greg is playing on the left. It
That
looks
is
like
a
mono
Squee
black.
Goblin Nabob.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this looks
Uh,
like some sort of reanimator.
Duress Reanimate among
Reanimate?
the cards.
Yeah.
Looks almost mono black.
What
looks
is
like
this?
an Entomb.
Is this a combo? Yeah.
It could be Dragon. Greg has played Dragon combo in Legacy before.
Yeah.
Is this a 100 card? Oh, he's got the Blue Splash. Blue Splash lets you play Cloud of Fairies, Seal Removal,
Yeah.
and Cloud of Fairies untaps all your lands that have your wild growths on them. Now, is this a 60 card singleton? Do we know?
No, I don't. I think it's just 60 card regular constructed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's singleton or anything like that.
Oh, that's disgusting. You get to play 4 Entomb and 4.
There's certain restrictions. Yeah, this is nuts. This is
It's not Legacy, I swear.
This is a turn 2. That's for
What
sure.
good creatures are in this format?
That's what I don't know. I'm about to find
There's
out.
no Grizzle. So creatures are the power creep card, right? So there's no.
What is Greg reanimating here? Ooh, what is that?
That's a Verdant Force.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think what is even Scion of Darkness. What's an Onslaught that's big? There's a bunch of dragons and Scourge. He just reanimates a Braids Cabal minion. Sure, let's do it. Braids Cabal, let's throw that on the camera for our friends
absolutely.
at home. They banned this in EDH, much to my chagrin. This card is fun. But what it's going to do here is it's going to make Mike Kiesel sacrifice his only land.
Here we go.
See, this is new frame.
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
unacceptable. This version of the card is not legal in this format.
Yeah, would
but
not
anyway,
be allowed to be
so
played.
this is a modified smokestack. Notably, it triggers the turn it comes into play, and it's very good. So I think what you're going to see right now
Seems solid.
is Mike obviously down to 0 lands, and Greg's just going to hit him for 2 until he has to do something. Cabal Therapy. Now, Cabal Therapy, if that's not a Greg Mitchell card.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know what is.
that's an extremely Greg Mitchell.
Greg
card.
Mitchell goes out of his way to play Cabal Therapy in every deck that I've seen him play.
He loves being right with Cabal Therapy.
There's
That's
just-
for sure.
And Cabal Therapy appeals to a certain personality.
Oh yeah.
So there you see miss on the first name and double hit on the second name. Enchantress is present, the best Enchantress in this deck, especially since it's an enchantment,
Yes.
which Greg's mono black deck is going to have a hard time. Vampiric Tutor is legal in this format?
I think it's a one of. Yeah, I think it's restricted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know what Squee Goblin Nabob does in this
Yeah,
format.
me too.
I'm
Yeah,
not really
I want
sure.
to know what it's doing in this deck.
So there's
yeah.
no, like, Liliana the Veil. He vamps for Swamp.
Yeah, that's what I like.
It's fair Magic the Gathering is what's happening
Amazing,
before us.
amazing. Just puts it right
Oh, he
into
vamped
play.
on his upkeep. Okay, sure.
What is that guy?
I believe that is Zombie Infestation.
Oh, sure.
That is
Yeah, I know that
discard
card.
2 cards, make a zombie.
Yeah,
And we know that
Classic.
Greg Mitchell has 2 Squee Goblin Nabobs. in his
that's
hand.
what Zombie Infestation's for.
So we're just gonna sit here doing our Bitter Blossom
yeah.
for a little
Now
bit.
that's a combo that I like.
This is a spicy note. See, I've been playing with new cards for so long.
Should be playing with these old cards.
I'm not sure. Like, everything that I see is just a worse version of a new card, but not really. This
Right.
isn't a worse Bitter Blossom. This is just before Bitter Blossom was printed.
Exactly. This is just the old way of doing things.
I just built a red-black EDH deck solely so that I could play Squee Goblin Nabob.
Oh, wow, that's it?
Yeah.
Just wanted to discard a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, they printed a legendary Merfolk Looter.
Oh,
just
yeah, I saw
discard
that.
Squee
I
Goblin to
saw
bob
that.
to it,
Yeah. That's
and
the,
then I
the
put Squee
Madness
in
one,
the deck
right?
after I bought one, but you know, that's
Oh well.
neither here nor there. All right, what do we got here? Looks like a. Gosh, what is it?
Is that I have no idea.
So he put it
I'm
on
so
top of
bad
his
at
deck. Oh, he
this.
enlightened tutored for.
Some
I
enchantment.
think it's Overgrowth. No, it's not Overgrowth. Chat, was it? Is it Earthcraft?
It's Earthcraft.
Let's get one of that up for our viewers at home.
Yeah.
Huh. He doesn't have any creatures. Oh, he's probably playing the. You could have the Squirrel Nest combo. Cloud of Fairies now makes a dump ton of mana.
Yep.
All right. The restriction on Earthcraft, of course, saying that you can only untap basic lands with it. Okay, look, chat. All right. If you want to harpoon me for not knowing the name of a card that's banned in Legacy,
Yeah.
then let me tell you where you can stick it, and that is Thursdays right here on CardKingdom.com. We cast Modern, where you can go and you can
Yeah,
watch
you
other
can definitely
formats,
watch that.
which is, I guess, what I need to know about now.
I'll tell everybody that this is the same thing I say to everybody when I don't know an old card. I learned to play this game in 2010.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's
There's the
it. That's all
Cloud
I
of
have to say.
Fairies. All right, so Cloud of
I
Fairies.
didn't go back in time.
How much mana does Cloud of Fairies make here? So it taps for 1 with Earthcraft. It's untapping this Sarah Sanctum, which
Right.
just tapped for 3.
Right.
So he
Just
has
make it-
2 floating.
So 6.
So this Cloud of Fairies is making 6-ish mana.
Yeah.
Ish,
Quite a bit.
approximately. Not sure.
Sterling Grove. So yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and he has the
Oh.
seal removal to bounce the Cloud of Fairies.
Is he
to make
doing
even
something
more mana.
crazy here? Yeah. Is he demonstrating
So
like
I don't believe he has any cards in hand, and so the
Right.
worst thing that he can do here is sacrifice this. What's it called? I know this card. My very first deck I ever built, I used it to find Form of the Dragon. Sterling Grove. Sterling Grove. He can sack it. He can go get an enchantment, whatever one he
Oh,
wants.
right. That lets him tutor.
Put it
Right.
on top of his deck,
Yeah.
but can't do anything beyond that.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
It looks like he's getting Squirrel Nests to go infinite with
Okay.
the Earthcraft. All right,
That
the onus
seems
is on
sweet.
Greg. All
I
right,
like
Greg,
that
with
idea.
your Squee Goblin to Bobs and your zombie tokens.
Yeah. Greg is like, wait, what's gonna happen here?
It's up there with Goblin Recruiter and Dubious Bands. Yeah, but let's be honest, Wizards isn't dedicating a lot of resources to evaluating the Legacy ban list over time.
Yeah. Certainly not.
And, like, it's just like when they unban land tax. It's like a bunch of people are going to play it for a week. I guess land tax is a bad example. It's like when they unbanned War Gorger Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bunch of
Yeah.
people are going to play it for a week and then go back to casting
Realize.
6.
Yeah. It's not good.
But yeah, it could come off. There's no reason for it to be banned. Mind Twist should come off. It doesn't matter. Let's not talk about this. I hate when
Right.
people talk about the ban list.
The one thing that was fun was that earlier we gotta watch a Goblin Recruiter get resolved on camera. How
Oh.
often does that happen?
Was that miserable?
I mean, we didn't do a lot of talking about the Magic game. I'll say that much.
Oh man, yeah, it's just Recruiter. And in Vintage you can play with Food Chain, so it's just a deterministic kill.
Oh.
Because you just like
Wow.
Ringleader 4 times and get 16 goblins and then Food Chain them all out. Alright, so we're seeing here the Squirrel Nest get cast on a forest. Mike now has infinite squirrels.
Yeah, I think Recruiter is absolutely just a design logistical nightmare, and that is the reason it should not
Yeah,
exist.
it's WotC deciding to make fun cards.
Mhm.
I went on this rant about no permanence in Modern. Oh, like, Hogak aside,
Right.
Astrolabe was a mistake. Astrolabe
Oh, totally.
was 100% a
Such
bunch
a
of designers
huge
sitting down in
mistake.
a meeting,
Yeah.
and somebody drew a snowflake on the board, and they said, well, what
Can cost
can make
one snow.
what can we make for snow?
Yeah, for snow.
And they're like, nobody plays this stupid draft common Pentad Prism. This card's unplayable. Let's make it cost 1.
Wow.
And then it wasn't.
And here we are, yeah. I mean, Astrolabe is, yeah.
Luckily, Hogak's in the set, so nobody's mad at Astrolabe yet. But
Yes,
someday.
yeah. I'm sure Pauper players are, right? Surely.
See, okay. Hunter Lennox, you make a good point. It is strong. But counterpoint, you can only have so many good cantrips and good mana fixing in a format. My problem with Astrolabe isn't that it's a broken card by itself. It's that the reason they banned Deathrite Shaman was because they didn't want to see these 4 and 5 color good stuff piles.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Astrolabe enables that.
Exactly.
You can literally play 4
Yeah.
color control with main deck Blood Moon now.
Yep.
Like, it's dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty silly. Cantrip plus mana fix in the same card. Indeed.
It's Deathrite Shaman.
It's pretty crazy. I was just playing it in a Pauper deck, and it felt powerful. It felt
Random
super
6
strong.
is Deathrite Shaman. Astrolabe is Deathrite
Yep.
Shaman. Everything is Deathrite Shaman.
Everything is
Ponder is
Deathrite
Deathrite Shaman. Time to free Deathrite.
Free death
It
right.
does feel a little bit cognitive dissonance
Right.
having a format where Astrolabe and Run and 6 are legal,
And death right isn't.
but Deathrite isn't.
Right.
Now,
I don't think it would fix things.
you could unban Deathrite in Modern,
Sure.
and then you wouldn't have to ban Hogak.
Sure.
And I would spend longer considering playing Modern before choosing not to.
I think same.
Because
I feel the exact
Deathrite's
same
a
way.
great card.
Yeah.
But there's also no reason to unban it. Like, unless you're certain that it's going to solve some problems in the format, there's
Right.
no reason to unban it. Just
Right.
don't risk. I mean, I'm a check pile player. I love that format. But if that's not the format that you want to cultivate, then
Don't
Don't
burn
do it.
Astrolabe.
and like there's a reason because that check pile deck. If you look up a deck list on like MTG Top 8 or anywhere that has prices, that was a $6,000 deck.
yeah.
Like WotC is motivated not to have a $6,000 deck be the best deck in the format,
I mean,
especially
yeah.
when they had the Pro Tours coming up that
As
year.
much as they care about legacy in the first place.
And Pauper player can't Astrolabe
confirm,
seems
hate Astrolabe.
miserable. in
Yeah,
Pauper.
it just seems like, well, like you can't not play it anymore, right?
Do you just play
You
straight
just
up
have
5
to play
color?
Astrolabe. I don't know. I honestly think just blue red is, or just I think red white blue is still just like super strong.
Oh, you can.
You can
with
core.
Glint Hawk.
Yeah, Glenhawk.
You
Yeah.
Glint Hawk and you draw. Oh man, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's really gross. You have Glenthawk and core Sanctifiers or whatever. Core
Yep.
Fisher, Sky Fisher.
Yeah, of course, got 2/3 flyers.
Yeah. So you're just drawing. You're Pentad Prisming all the time.
All right, let's bring it back to the match here. We have a forest, a island, a fertile ground. I love this kind of quizzicals.
Yeah, I still have no idea what is actually happening
In his
here.
hand, a Sterling Grove, and I believe a Living Wish, but I'm not 100% that's a Living Wish.
We should be pretty close here, though, folks.
Meanwhile,
folks
Greg
at
has
home.
reanimated a Verdant Force while we weren't looking. Looks like he played a zombie infestation, discarded the Verdant Force to make a zombie, and then reanimated it. And Verdant Force is the go-to reanimation target of choice from this era. I'll bring it up for the viewers at home. It's a something that makes a 1/1 every upkeep. Your opponent's upkeep, your upkeep, every upkeep. All the upkeeps. You get some god-awful promo version. There it is. It's not even the right art. Hot take, Time Twister isn't too strong for Legacy. That take is too hot. Too hot. Dial it back. Too hot of a take.
Oh, yeah. Jeskai and the new rebound card that flickers something. So there's a card that will flicker a
Right,
permanent with
yeah.
rebound. Oh, my God. That's right.
Do you not just want to play a deck full of 2/2 flyers that draw you 2 cards?
You flicker Archaeomancer, and then you get that back, and then you flick. Yeah.
You're just playing like a deck with 16 Muldrifters.
Wow.
Seems perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. That's Pauper.
How is that
that's
not healthy
Pauper
for a
right
format?
now. Oh my goodness.
And then your opponent casts Chain Lightning, and you're like, I care not at all. So who cares? There's probably a guy that comes in and playing Gains for Life or something. All right, Mike Kiesel now has this Verdant Force. All right, hold on. So a Gilded Drake has entered the battlefield.
Yeah. What is happening here?
Oh, the Living Wish got the Gilded Drake out of the sideboard,
Yes.
out of the removed from game zone.
Yes.
Actually, as I understand, when they play these old formats, they do use updated rules, which
Oh,
means
they-
Living Wish cannot get them removed from game cards.
Oh.
So, yeah, this is going to be...
Looks like Mike is fetching with this Sterling Grove on the stack. In the little hand.
Not abundantly clear to me what's happening right now. I think he just has a follow-up play, but I'm not certain the cards in his hand. Earthcraft with Verdant Force is kind of a mini combo.
Wow. Yeah. It seems like. Yeah. From whatever Nitpick is saying in the chat, it seems like Pauper got torn
yeah.
up.
Forgot Scred. Astrolabe's a snow permanent for Scred.
Yep.
Ugh. Pauper sounds fun.
That's
Maybe
definitely
someday.
in a place right now.
There's a lot of formats that I keep popping up that I keep thinking about wanting to play.
Right. So much.
Elephant Grass seems good against the mono black deck.
Hey,
Unfortunately, Mike, you gave him a blue creature, so must not have thought of that. Let's see. Even in hyperextended, black, since the dawn of time, has had terror, has had dark banishing. So Greg's got outs here. In addition, he's making a zombie each turn off the zombie infestation with 2 squeeze.
oh, and hey, look at this.
What is that? Is that a Chroma Angel of
Exu?
Wrath, maybe? Yes, that is a Chroma Angel of Wrath. I'm not gonna. Oh. Oh.
What? Oh,
Thank
hey.
you, XJC Cloud, for the host, and welcome, XJC
Yeah.
Cloud 61 viewers. We are hosting Monday Night Legacy at Card Kingdom, despite what you see on the screen. This is hyper extended.
Yep, this is a little bit of a exhibition in between rounds right now. Big shout out to XJ Cloud for the host. Thank you so much. And we have been talking about Squawk and taxes all evening, so it's been excellent. I don't think we have anyone on it in the room, but multiple people have asked if we have anyone on it in the room.
See how smart the API is. Okay, ignore the art, but this is the text on that card.
Man, I want to do a big bird caw, but I don't want to hurt people's ears. So just pretend I'm going caw, caw, but like dramatically.
This is from the kitchen sink school of design.
Oh, yeah.
Also a white creature with haste.
Yeah, that's pretty rare these days.
It is. So let's see what Sterling Grove gets here. I imagine that there's going to be some enchantment. Solitary confinement, if nothing else. But even like a seal removal to bounce it would be fine.
Looks like
Earthcraft.
Earthcraft.
Okay. So this may be to make a bunch of mana for the
Earthcrafted.
Saplings. He does have basically infinite mana here. I mean, he has like 12 mana with all
It
these
feels like,
Saplings.
yeah, it feels like quite a bit.
You got to play the Earthcraft first, then you can tap the Saplings. All right. So every Sapling taps for 2 now. 4. Play
Wow.
Squirrel Nest.
And squirrels.
All right, Greg. You have 0 turns.
Here's 80 million squirrels.
So Greg can,
They don't have haste, so yeah, he gets a turn,
and they're all tapped.
and they're all tapped.
So Greg can make, and there's an Elephant Grass, so Greg has to pay like 6 mana to attack. Black creatures can't attack at all, but he's got 9 in the air. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Enchantress, huh? More like Sapling Tribal.
Pretty
right?
cool win con right there.
You guys see that? We just killed it with squirrels.
Dead
Let's go.
squirrels.
Yo, this
Yo.
format is so sick.
It's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't
you
know it.
missed-
I can't build decks for
the
this
brutal
format,
play
but I
was
want to
the,
play. Like I want to play it.
So Greg reanimates a Verdant Force on turn
Yeah.
2, and
And he loses
Mike
somehow.
Living Wishes for Gilded Drake, and just
Yeah.
just
Where are
yoinks
you
it.
at? Reserve list cards. Where are you at? Where are you at? What's up?
Hyper extended, yo.
What up?
Let's go.
I'm in. This looks
It's sweet.
sick.
I'm glad that Mike built like 4 or 5 decks. It seems
I just
like
want to play
he's
UG
got a lot of
Madness,
them.
dude. You got
Who's
Force
Gregor
Wills,
Mike.
and you got.
Mike's been building the decks, yeah.
Oh man, what are you madman?
What a madman.
All right, we're 6 minutes over time here, so I don't think they're gonna play another one.
No, I bet you guys will have round
We'll
4
bring
up
it
pretty
back
soon.
here.
Sounds
Don't
like
look
it's
in my
about to happen.
face.
Hello. Wah.
Yeah. So what have you seen so far tonight? What
Oh,
do we,
honestly, dude, the story
the
tonight
legacy?
has been a bunch of runovers. Like I think every match we've had on camera tonight has been, except for your backup match. No, because even then you won in 2. Every match we've had on camera tonight has been in 2. We like haven't had a game 3 on camera all night.
Yeah,
It's
so
been
I've played-
we've been like trying.
Dark Depths every round.
Lot of fast combo. We did have
Lot of dark.
Yeah.
Hogak depth versus something, and that was super fast.
Mhm.
And then, oh man, yeah, it's really hard. Like as soon as I start to think about the past rounds, the
They just go by
effect
so
of
quick.
the effect of having talked about Magic for the past 2.5 hours just hits my brain.
Make a Jared Thompson token
Chat,
attack you.
remind me what we have done. I'm using my internet powers and I'm telling you to do things for me.
Shout out to Jared Thompson for having a.
I'm a streamer. I don't
token.
need to use.
Yeah.
You guys think for me?
It's chat. It's called Keebler Google. It's where you just yell into the void.
People Google, yeah.
Keebler Google.
Oh yeah, we had 12 posts. We had Lee
Oh, sure.
Lee Wynn's new 12 post deck, which is
Uh huh.
fantastic. It's using the Mystic Forge, and like no Eldrazi's, just Mystic Forges, Karns, a bunch of colorless planeswalkers,
I'm sorry, chat.
and Key, obviously. Yeah, how about this card? Speaking of other new cards. Speaking of new busted cards.
There's just a wealth
it's
in Legacy right
yeah,
now.
truly,
It's just
truly
insane.
something has happened. Something was
All right,
something was
that's
in the water at WotC.
Yeah, it's just I haven't finished processing the War of the Spark cards. Then we have all the new Horizons. Now we have
Yeah.
this M set. But
What?
that is pairings for next round. So
Yeah,
I'm
good
going
luck.
to leave you in Jake's capable hands.
Thank
and,
you.
Get out of here.
Yeah, thanks for guest commentating. Good luck out there, bud. We'll see you around. All right. Looks like Mike is picking a sweet one for us. I definitely trust that.
You want a real match or you want to go a little fast?
I mean, real enough. We don't have to. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a quick one. Whatever sounds coolest, honestly.
Do tabletop.
Okay. Is Vintage currently as messy a place as Pauper? The discussion we've had tonight, Hunter, is that Pauper, Modern, and Vintage are all on fire right now. And Legacy is the least on fire of all the formats. And it's not even like, that's not to say that Legacy's set in stone. It's just like, there's no, Legacy's pretty balanced compared to the rest of those. It's just also still very much in flux. Hunter's asking if Vintage is currently as messy as Pauper. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
And we were discussing how just about every format except Legacy has gotten completely turned on its head lately. And even Legacy, it's gotten turned on its head. It just hasn't been in a super broken way where, like, in Pauper we have Astrolabe.
Yeah.
In Vintage we have all the new free spells, everything. And then obviously in Modern we have Hogak being like the most prominent one.
Yeah. Mystic Forge is just destroying it in Vintage now too, I think.
Also that, yeah, Mystic Forge is popping its way in.
Yeah.
So yeah, Legacy is pretty healthy, especially compared to all the other formats.
Yeah.
And the question on everyone's mind, the question on my mind at least, is like, well, like, how long?
Yeah.
Because we don't know, like, we have a little bit of a break, but we don't know what these new sets are going to bring, and we just don't know.
Yeah.
We just gotta wait. I think every new set,
Commander
though,
gave us anything.
that
This
is what
good.
that's what makes me hopeful. Is
Yeah.
that it does feel like we have now gone one full spoiler cycle without anyone getting, without Legacy or any format getting busted up, and it feels great to say that because it's almost been a year. It feels like half a year since we've had any.
So should they restrict Workshop?
There
I
you go.
think so. Having played Steel Stompy and Legacy,
Yeah, absolutely.
just getting access to tombs and like the Mox, like the
the
good
fast
Mox
mana.
and-
Oh yeah.
restricted Workshop. If you unrestrict like Thorn and maybe Chalice, maybe not Chalice,
Right.
but unrestrict
But
some of the
some of the other stuff. Yeah.
some of the stuff, you probably could get away with it.
The golem, perhaps, if you could. I don't even know. Yeah. Like,
Golem-
without workshop, that's probably a lot more
Golem
fair.
and Thorn, maybe.
Yeah,
you might want
yeah.
to leave Chalice restricted.
I could see that.
I
could definitely.
You
see
could definitely do something like that.
That. Yeah, that's what I've always been curious about. I know there's like a tall order for a lot of vintage players who have the workshops, but as you just said, like there's so many replacement effects that would keep the deck powering out things early.
I think it would need to get some stuff
Right.
off
Yeah,
of
as
it,
you said.
but-
Yeah. Unbanning there would probably help
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, all the formats got shaken up so quickly.
We should probably like jump down to the match.
That's a good point.
Because like
Haha.
we
All right.
gotta.
We'll get this dialed in.
Yeah.
All right.
So how'd you like?
Oh yeah, who did we get?
We got Matt Sokolowski
Okay.
and James Johnson.
Oh, perfect.
Yep. So Storm versus Rug Delver, like a classic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and not only that, but you know, Rug Delver, the deck that James used to play before he played Storm Forever.
Yeah.
James has played, I think, only 2 Magic decks in his whole life: Rug Delver and Storm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, James hasn't been here for a couple of Mondays or a lot of Mondays.
I mean, yeah, I think he got a new job or something.
things,
Yeah, schedule thing.
So he's here. We got to put him on.
Oh yeah, totally.
The
It's
Giant
been,
Slayer.
Yeah, just a such a. I mean,
Delver go.
I think I've seen James Johnson playing Storm more than I've seen him not, like, physically. Every time I see him, he's like either goldfishing, playing Moto, or in a match playing against another human being.
It's got a pretty good hand here. No real disruption though.
Right. Meanwhile, Matt, I mean, Rug Delver's another deck that, when Ren first got spoiled, this was supposed to be the Ren and 6 deck.
Right.
Everyone was saying that.
He's playing round 6.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. But it has kind of fallen to the wayside to the four colors and the piles of the world as far as what most of the people are playing Ren and 6 in. But I still feel like it has to do a lot here. Not in this matchup.
So I'm pretty sure James is playing Veil of Summer because at the Geek Fortress event, I played against James, and he definitely Veil of Summer me a couple times.
Okay.
And
I would believe that.
I would believe
yeah.
he felt it was good.
Yeah, I know that that has been a Storm consensus recently.
Yeah.
Is that Veil is
makes
quite
sense.
good. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, another good tool for them. And, frankly, Storm hasn't gotten a lot lately in this format to really boost anything or help any of its bad matchups out. So Veil is not bad. Thoughtseize. All right, players marking life, and yeah. A little half and half on Matt's duels there.
What was that stifle on? Oh, fetch.
Fetch, yeah, that was on a fetch. Here we go. Oh wow, is that just Rain and Filth? Isn't that Rain and Filth?
No, that's Dark Ritual. That's
Oh, there's so many arts.
That's the Urza Saga art.
Okay, I get so tripped. You're right. That one is sweet. I know what that one looks like up close. Just
I love
copy
the
from above.
that I think might be my favorite.
Yeah, totally.
Well, other than like actual good old Alpha Beta, but
That
like
is a sweet.
for nostalgia reasons,
Totally.
because that was the one I played with for the longest time. Double Days on the
Oof.
Dark Ritual.
I mean,
That's
sometimes that's what you got to do, I guess. Not flipping the Delver though.
oh, could you Red and 6?
Ooh. Okay.
You know what sucks is when you daze twice, so you don't have a land drop or
You can't- yeah.
enough lands in play to.
To Red at 6.
Um,
Well, James has a bit of a turn here, right? I mean,
they have Cabal.
got
What's that card in the? Is that Cabal? 2 Cabal Writs, I think.
I think it's a Thoughtseize, a Cabal Red, and LED. Oh, 2 Cabal Reds and a Thoughtseize. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw 2 for sure. He's got.
No, I think that's just one.
Oh, he must have flipped it. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, I saw the same one twice. My bad.
Or maybe it's just 2 Cabal. There.
There's definitely a Thoughtseize in there
Okay.
that I saw earlier. This one is just going to be a 3 mana though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Interesting use here, James. Tempting to go off.
Well, I think he has like a lot going here because he has the Passive Flames in hand already,
Oh, okay.
right? And he has the LED and he has an Infernal Tutor, so he can set up here, cast the first Infernal Tutor, or with the LED, crack the LED, probably get another Cabal Ritual,
And then yeah,
and then do.
because he's got the passive flames in hand, right?
I mean, he does the passive. So with the Delver not flipping, maybe he thinks, and like the Double Days, maybe he thinks he has some time.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh, it doesn't matter. He can Thoughtseize here too with 2 mana.
super safe. And what is this?
He has the.
Just gonna eat a
Oh,
bolt.
he has a Stifle.
He's got a. Oh yeah.
So yeah. Guessing we're taking the Stifle.
Sounds about right. Cool.
All right, 2 black mana floating. Oh, he can't quite. No, well, no, he can. So
Again.
goes to no mana floating. He has to get another LED. He might be short on Storm though, because he has to get an LED here because he can't crack the first LED
Right.
for black because then he won't be able to
Right.
pass him.
Because then you won't be able to pass. Right. So here's
So
So
Storm's
cast this. Storm's 4.
4. It's going to retain priority. Crack.
Crack. So 3 red,
Yeah.
and then find LED. Okay.
Yeah.
And then make 3
Storm's
black.
5.
Yeah.
And then make 3 black. And
And then cast.
wait. Oh no, he has a dark ritual. Right.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. He's got a single dark ritual. So he's going down to 1 to cast Bastion Flames, and then he's ritualing.
Yeah. And then 7, 8. Yeah, he's just double checking the storm count.
Yeah.
But I think this is exactly.
So this is this. I was about to say this seems like Xaxes. This seems like close, right? But I don't think we'd even be watching him do this if he wasn't.
3, 6. So
Pretty
storm's
sure.
7. Storm's 8. That goes up to 6.
Yep. Tutor for Storm is 9, and Tendrils will make 10.
With exactly 4 mana floating.
Yes, yeah.
Boom.
Very slick. Game 1 from James there.
Feels good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you do
It's
it.
always nice to see like perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially after the double days too.
Yeah.
And it's almost like even in that moment, I was like, wow, it seems like what happened here is that James just bought himself a ton of time next turn because Matt just used all of his resources basically.
So I wonder if there was a better way that Matt could have double dazed that.
Yeah, I that's what I was kind of. Admittedly, like during the play, I basically didn't quite notice what was getting dazed there. I guess.
Right.
It just seemed like something to stop James from going off, right?
Right. So like as a tempo play, that's not like dazing the first ritual is not a bad idea.
Right.
Right. If you're playing as I'm going to win in the next turn or two, or
Right.
I'm going to be able to I know there's a force of will on the top of my deck
Right,
or
right,
something
right.
like that. Right.
And I guess once you let the ritual resolve, it's hard to the second daze doesn't seem very good then, right?
There could be a window. So I mean, like that situation right there. Like granted, he would have had more mana.
Sure, yeah.
Right. But like that situation there was a couple windows where,
Yeah.
if you let him,
Yeah.
flash back the past in flames,
And then you just daze.
and then you daze or something like that.
Yeah. I can see.
I mean, he didn't really give him that window with the Thoughtseize, but
Right.
But there are.
You're saying that it can't come up. It can't be
What
relevant.
I'm saying is, given the nature of Matt's hand,
Yes. Yeah.
that he wasn't going to win in the next turn or two, and needed to get some value out of those dazes.
Got it.
I think it was better to let the first Dark Ritual resolve. Maybe hope to get a Thoughtseize, and Thoughtseize take one of the days, and then find a window for the second days.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's tough. Days sometimes just doesn't do anything against Storm.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you cast daze and it does that, and then you still lose the game.
But now maybe he's going up some Force of Negations, like those Ren and 6, not that good here.
Right. Does look like I'm looking at our top tables. Looks like our Maverick players at the top. Lee with his post deck is at the top this week.
Yeah.
Joey France on depths.
Who are
And
the
I
other
don't know
two?
what Spencer. Yeah. Sneak and Show. Okay.
Sneak. It makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Storm.
Okay.
All right.
It's pretty diverse
Yeah.
as far as all our 3-0 tables right now.
Yeah.
A lot of those players may end up splitting, may end up playing it out. End of the night, that can often happen.
Luckily, Matt and James are both warriors, so
Yeah, I mean,
you guys are gonna play.
never gonna split these two unless they got somewhere to be.
Yeah.
But James is always down to play.
Oh yeah.
James will
will be
get
here
at the end of a 6-round or a 7-round tournament and be like,
Yeah.
"Do you just want to practice this matchup now?"
Yeah.
Like it just never stops.
Like James will sit around here for another couple hours.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, hey, you want to play?
Yeah. all time is magic time for James Johnson. All right, let's make sure we got our tokens and our dice and everything else
Yeah.
in our handy dandy box.
James cleaning up, I guess.
Yeah.
What did you miss rounds 1 through 3? What?
That's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to. So we had the 12 post deck on.
Yeah,
It played against
Jordan. That was round 2.
Jordan. That was round 2.
Yeah, so we had a 12 post Mystic Forge deck, which looks sweet.
Yeah.
Round 2. Round 1, we had
We had Patrick Michael Daly, except he went 0-2 with the Ruby Storm against
4-color control.
yes.
With Travis.
Yep.
And then round 3, we had Depths versus Elves,
Yes, that's right.
and then a backup match of Lands versus Jund.
Yes. Which was actually quite nice to get 2 matches in there because it's been a 0-2 kind of night or a 2-0 kind of night depending on which side you're on.
Right.
Not a lot of game 3s. Double extirpate in hand.
Mystic Forge looked great.
Yeah. It was pretty nutty.
Yeah.
Just cut all the Eldrazi, playing only a bunch of 4-mana planeswalkers and a bunch of 6-mana planeswalkers and a bunch of 8-mana planeswalkers.
All the Grimalith.
Yeah, all the monoliths.
Friend Animals, the Mystic.
Yep.
The Manifold Key.
Yep.
The new Ugin.
So once the new Ugin's in play, it really feels like, you can cast everything off the top of your deck.
Yeah.
Half of it for free, half of it for 1 mana.
Karn, also just being Karn.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a strong place for the 12 post deck to be right now for sure, Queso.
Right. Yes. I'm definitely going to get my Bruin hat on. And
oh, yeah. Maybe show up with some cards next week.
I was definitely thinking about it already.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm
yeah.
Cool.
Oh, what's up, Justin?
Yeah.
I love slowly learning every real person's Twitch name. So yeah, Lee, you can watch Lee's match later, Justin. You should definitely check it out.
Jordan was a little salty. That
Just
we
a
put
little
him
bit.
on
Yeah.
But,
well, can't win them all, Jordan Asaka. You can cast pretty much everything in that deck off the Forge. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I don't think Forge really showed. Like, Lee was looking at lots of lands off the Forge.
Yeah,
but it was still
wasn't
doing
even
great.
Yeah, it was great. It was. I mean, he had so many cards in the exiled zone of his library of his battlefield, and it was like that was fine because he was just churning through his deck and finding relevant stuff.
Right. James Johnson is smelling stifle.
Yeah, right.
If someone,
if you use that Lotus Petal there, ooh,
Force Fish Force on the LED cracked.
On the duress, yeah.
So the question is, does Matt have?
Does Matt have stifle? I think so.
I think he does.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, that seems like the only card you would want to protect, right? From a duress. In this matchup, what else? Maybe like Pyroblast or something. No, not even. Doing this math in my head right now. Well,
JJ has to know what's up now.
I mean, absolutely. He's got some good Spidey sense, some real good Storm Spidey sense. Oh, this is looking a little more in control for Matt. This is definitely more of a Delver start.
Right.
Oh, there it is. James knew he had to get it out of the way. But does he have a follow-up land? It would appear no.
Oh. I'm gonna have them move that slightly.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. We might see if we can put a piece of tape on the table or something afterwards. That would probably be for the best. Yeah, there we go. Game 3 incoming, getting Delvered. Yeah, I do not disagree here. That is how it goes.
Oh, he fetched again. He discarded the preordain and drew land, right?
Yeah. This fetch is just now resolving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going for swamp, I assume.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. Makes sense. He's at 6.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit like a game 3 for James. But he's never out of it until he's at 0.
And Matt has a Daze in hand? Or what's in Matt's hand? Brainstorm?
Brainstorm.
And it looks like Creatures and Pyroblast. Huh. Interesting. Oh,
Just passing.
okay.
Right, with the extirpates.
Right. So it's going to go to 3. And just say, yeah,
Just extirpate on the way out.
he's going to extirpate the Stifle, I assume.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See, or the Force Wall. Okay, sure. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I sure do like extirpate.
Yeah.
I used to play that in my Jund sideboard against the blue decks, blue combo decks, because, yeah, surgical.
So let's
You
see
know.
what Matt's deck looks like. Electrickery, interesting. Because James Johnson might empty.
Yep. Yeah, a couple answers to goblins.
Interesting. I don't like that necessarily. So he left the Ren and 6s
Yeah.
over some bolts.
Okay.
I think I like bolts here a little bit
yeah,
better.
I think so.
They're close.
The reach, yeah.
Bolt, yeah, it gives you that reach.
Yeah.
It flips Delver faster. and-
Yes, there's just a couple little things that I totally agree with you on that one
Yeah.
for sure. Pressuring Storm's life total is always relevant in the matchup usually.
Mm. Brainstorm and response storms 2. Oh, that was a good.
The
That was a
second
good
is
draw.
pretty good.
He drew the Spell Pierce. That's all he needs. So
Ooh.
this is where
Yeah.
countering that first wish roll.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything James can do here. I think we're going to game 3.
Yeah, this is pretty. I mean, he's at 3 life. And James
Yeah.
plays it out, but yeah, he knows what's up.
Well, I mean, it's James fizzles.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. No. So he backs. He sees the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
Spell Pierce. Yep.
Game 3.
Game 3.
Finally.
Yeah.
We finally have a game 3 for the night.
Cool. Matt showing how Delver does it.
I mean, yeah,
Get
it's
those Stifles.
that's what happens. Did they used to say you got mongoosed?
Got
was
geese.
was there like were they like that's just Canadian threshold sometimes before Delver got printed, or was it just not as powerful overall?
And it was still a good deck. I mean, you had Werebear though.
That's yeah.
That's what you were doing.
You're
Well,
getting
I mean, I
your
guess you had
Werebaron.
like before before Delver, you had Tarmogoyf too.
That's true. You had just like Nimble and Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty big. It's just so crazy to me how that card is so. I don't know. I literally learned to play Magic right before Delver of Secrets got printed. So it's never as competitive minded Magic goes. I've always lived in a world with Delver. It's crazy. Get Goose, get Gacked. Who wore it?
I mean, it's hard to really remember. I like it. I
Right, yeah.
didn't get as competitive as I did before.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it did a lot.
I mean, I've been playing
crazy
for a
card.
long time, but I was really bad for a very long time.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that was. I think I did the shorter version of that because I was so eager to try and find people that would kick my butt at this game.
Yeah.
That I quickly, kind of.
Coming here definitely.
Yeah.
Ups the game quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny, like, I've always mentioned, like, all the people that showed me how to play Magic, I don't think any of them play Magic anymore. I think, like, I, like, took it, and then I was like, hey, this is mine now. And they all do other things.
Life and stuff.
Yeah, life. Playing music, making art, pshaw.
Yeah.
Keystroke 527, there was a Goose and Hogak deck here a couple weeks ago. That has now turned into a Shardless Agent and Hogak deck, though. Alrighty. James Johnson gets to be on the play here. Oof. That was a quick one.
Yeah. But Matt's hand, however, looks, well, very cantrip heavy. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I think it's a one-lander with at least a goose and like brainstorm and two ponders, and it's hard to tell what the other cards are. Maybe a delver too.
Yeah, maybe a Delver.
Shardless Agent, Vengevine, Hogak. Interesting. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think the legacy list has Vengevines, but I do like the idea of
Like, as
casting
a-
a Shardless Agent and then cascading into
Like
another
a
creature.
Noble Hierarch,
Yeah, just
and then-
anything. Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Just to preordain.
Off the island.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
gotta play it safe now.
Yeah. James built a 5 or 6.
I think just 6. I think you just put one on the bottom. Oh, maybe.
No,
did he put
looks
2
like
on the
it's
bottom?
4. No,
So-
so 4 cards land plus.
Right. Yeah.
Ponder.
Lamp
So yes,
plus. Yeah.
yes.
Lamp plus Ponder. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
Ponder.
Oh, looks like a Daze on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hard to put that one away. Yeah, James just gets to keep setting up, though. This isn't going to do much for against, or Daze isn't going to do much against this, and that's a Thoughtseize, which is very nice to clear the way. Ponder, Thoughtseize, Brainstorm.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. If he actually just wants action, this might not be good enough, right? I can literally hear James thinking out loud from here.
Yeah.
Just heard him go.
I mean, the thing is, it's so hard to tell, right? Because
Right.
Matt hasn't set up a threat yet. We
Right.
don't know what kind of pressure is going to come on. Is Matt going to sit and doodle around for a few turns?
Right.
I mean, the fact that he gets Island and Swamp here and has his mana set up, I think is that he's in a good spot.
Yeah,
here.
definitely. Matt only really able to.
I mean, I think that was the question, though, is like all 3 of those cards were good.
Right.
I think he wanted probably the Ponder and the Thoughtseize, but also wanted to fetch when he knew the fetching was good.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Another Ponder for James here.
Ritual Brainstorm. Not what he's looking for. He's looking for an engine card.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it seems like right now. He wants like a
Yeah.
tutor or an LED, something that lets him go fast, go off. That is a ritual.
Yeah.
Looks like he just gets to. Not even going to fire off the Thoughtseize here. I guess it just eats a Daze.
Matt's going to shuffle here on the turn because he knows that top card is a land. So
Yeah.
Delver's not flipping that way.
Yeah, not particularly great there.
And sure, Brainstorm, are we doing that? Yep. He really wants that Delver to flip.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, really wants it.
That looks like a land heavy hand to me.
Yeah, I see at least 3.
And a surgical.
Looks like he's going to put back a Wasteland and a different land. Keep a fetch.
Looks like he's gonna. Well, he's gonna put back a wasteland, and it looks like a ponder.
Oh, sure, he
And
has to
reveal-
flip, of
and
course.
reveal the
Yeah,
ponder.
of course.
And ponder's like the best thing to reveal here. You're just gonna cast
Yeah,
it
yeah.
on tap. Delver.
Yep. Look at that.
Oh,
Ta-da!
look at that.
What a surprise.
Yeah, like just fetching here and pondering, and trying to find counter magic, right?
I guess so, yeah. You need to interact. James is over here just,
Setting up.
yeah, setting up. Very, very clear about what he's going to do.
I think he can take this opportunity to get a goose down too, kind of up that clock.
It's important. You really do. You need to just restrict the number of turns that James can take
Right.
at all.
Rainstorm. I think that's Delver. And a red elemental blast. This isn't doing it for me. I think this is a
This
shove.
is not. I don't see this stopping a lot.
I mean, the counter to that is he has like a dead wasteland in his hand and a fetch. So like getting the brainstorm is not a bad idea.
So maybe he takes the rev in the
Like I
brainstorm.
wonder if there's a weird world where if he has a Delver, he could draw the Delver and play the Delver and Mongoose and put like a 3-turn clock on. But it looks like he just drew the Pyroblast.
I think he's trying to do these two and then
Yeah.
keep James from cantripping. I guess instant.
There we go. Yeah.
That might just be enough. We'll see.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He does.
So
James
he's gonna,
does have a second brainstorm.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to play out that Underground Sea until it's necessary.
Yeah, agreed. Good point.
Because he really wants to Thoughtseize and then Ritual.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I assume.
No, absolutely. It looks like he's really weighing his options, and
Well, I mean, it looks like he just really doesn't have anything yet. His hand is that one Brainstorm and a bunch of Rituals.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So.
Okay, we're pretty close to Mr. Mongoose being 3 power here.
Yeah, it's on 6 right now, so you can definitely like play land, Brainstorm, and it's there.
Yeah. Chad, thank you for that. The life counter setup is definitely a little unique. It's very physical. Sometimes it gets moved off the screen, but when it's lined up just like that,
Yeah, it's
it works really well.
Oh, he. Okay. So see, he put the Delver back here. I like playing the Delver actually because that and setting it up because it makes
You almost have 9 damage the very next turn, right?
You would have 9 damage the next turn.
Absolutely. Okay. Finding more.
And he has plenty of mana too, so he could play. He could have played a Delver and represented. Oh, I guess he has another Ponder.
Yeah.
I guess he just wants to get like a Force Will.
There's a Daze.
And yeah, another blue card. I don't know saw what it was, but looks like he drew the Daze.
Yeah.
So
There's a tutor.
I think this is.
That's it's definitely a good piece.
I think this is the window.
It's definitely a good piece. Yeah, we got to start with the ritual here.
First ritual resolves. Storms 1, 3 black mana.
Thinking a lot here.
Well, so it's awkward. He has to cast a brainstorm to get the Infernal Tutor. He has to cast the brainstorm and find something that he can cast
Yeah.
because of the Infernal Tutor.
Okay.
Right? Matt's in the tank here.
Yeah, really.
I mean, his hand is what? Double Daze and Red Elemental Blast and something else.
I think he already used the blast, right? Do you have another
No,
one? Oh,
he-
he's another one. Okay. Surgical.
And it's
Oh,
surgical. Ooh.
that's strong. Interesting.
So was he considering using the surgical, maybe?
It looks like we're resolving. Here.
Yeah, it's resolved.
Okay. Okay.
Do you take this? I think you might have to take the surgical.
Right? Seems like the deadliest.
So he's at 7.
Right. It's not like he can survive. Huh.
I mean, the thing is, so he has another Dark Ritual and a Cabal Ritual in hand. 2 black mana. Okay, he wants the Brainstorm to resolve, which makes sense.
Yeah. Hmm. A ritual and a duress. Probably gonna put the duress back.
Yeah, so I think his out here. Oh no, he needs the duress. Does
Just to
he?
upstorm.
Well,
So can he bin one of the Cabal ritual?
so here the question is can he generate enough storm deterministically because he can't really add nos here.
Right.
He might be on like the tutor chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So storm.
Because this is gonna go 4.
1 black mana.
And
Yeah.
okay, this will resolve. So now he gets to go from down to 2 up to 5, or down to
Okay.
2 up to 7, right? If this resolves. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And storm goes to 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Storm's at 6.
Storm goes to 6.
He has
goes-
lots of mana.
Yeah. So now
Storm's 7.
7, and then this
Oh,
should
he
be
only
a
needs to
tutor
go
chain,
8,
right?
9,
Yeah.
because he
8,
can
9.
get tutor.
Yeah.
Which Matt can't respond to. He can cast a second tutor
Right.
and then tendrils.
Yeah. It's like when is Matt gonna? What's his window for surgically here? It just doesn't
He
exist,
doesn't.
right? Yeah.
Because now this is on the stack.
Yep. Yeah. Congrats. You can get all the other tutors out of my deck. I don't need.
Yeah,
them.
this works. Cool.
Yeah. Wow.
Nicely done, James.
Yeah. Super smooth. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that nice Xaxes right there.
He can even play around the 3rd days.
Yeah. 2 mana to spare has James Johnson. That is pretty awesome. So if you're at home sitting wondering how do I play the Storm deck, watch that
Yeah,
match.
that was a sweet one.
Just watch that match again.
Yeah, that was a clinic.
Absolutely. Yeah, super smart plays. I mean, definitely, yeah. I'm no aficionado, so
Yeah, James Johnson there.
great to watch him at work.
All right, popping back to the booth.
Yeah, I mean,
Those 4 rounds.
it's been a great night. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had some interesting ones, a lot of O2s. I was saying it's been a minute since we did that, so I feel like that,
yeah,
you know,
the
that's
2
the roll of
O's,
the
yeah.
dice. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you put a bunch of matches on, sometimes they're all just 2-0s or O2 clunkers.
Yeah, just practice. Yeah, 10K hours.
Just how
and
it
then
goes.
You 2 can count.
Yeah, exactly. Play Storm all the time, whenever you're awake, and
Yeah.
always be thinking about Storm. And you too can be like James Johnson.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
great. Yeah, it's been a pleasure having you back in the booth, Mike Kiesel.
Yeah, it was fun to
Excellent.
Guess again.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to
Thanks
jump
for
in the booth
joining us.
more.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we'll have more Weekly Legacy isn't going anywhere, folks. We'll be here every Monday, as far as we know, for you guys.
Next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday.
4 more rounds.
Yeah, 4 more rounds for sure. I don't even know who we have up for the booth, but it'll be 2 lovely people.
Yeah.
Maybe me, maybe not. And we'll keep you guys posted on the other 1K dates that are coming up and 3K dates.
Yeah,
Very
3
excited about that.
3K October 12th, I believe.
Yeah, October
So-
12th will be the start.
A
So
bit to go for the first one, but hopefully,
yeah,
hopefully that gives everyone the itch enough that we're going to get an awesome show.
I think so. Yeah, I think it'll
I
be
think it
sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's been us, y'all. Have a great night. This is twitch.tv/Kark Kingdom for Monday Night Legacy.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Good night, guys.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Ta-da. Not streaming, but recording. This is always funny. It takes.
Oh, because there's a delay or whatever.
I guess. Yeah. I think it will
Did you
stop.
press the stop recording?
So I thought it would do